it's supposed to feel.
Hey man, how the hell you doing? I've been just fine, living life with the noose and in my mind, all I hear is music. Watching your mouth move, damn you look stupid. I feel like everyone's a stranger. Small talk with your narcissistic neighbor. She's real hot, but they said to never date her. I agree, but you did and I hate her. You wanna get away? You better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 Hey man, can I get a favor? Yeah, sure, no, see you later. Sometimes I just wanna be a hater. Gotta wash down the top 40s with a chaser. Your voice starts feeling like a waiter. Scraping my mind against a cheese grater. Before you go, sir, you have to sign a waiver. That's alright, I'm aware of the danger. You wanna get away? You better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 No filter, I got no filter.
Morning. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there, like Timothy said. He also says, the beautiful day in Wyoming. It looks like shit around here. It's been like muggy and like pouring the past 2 days now. I don't know if today will be like that, but actually it might. Let me see. Yep, it'll be like that again today. Fantastic.
I'm Noah. My job is your life.
So, from what I understand about this game particularly, so the corporation that took over the development studio for Subnautica 2 tried to overwrite the management team. They yeeted all of the management, and then the management sued the company, the corpo company, right? And they won. So now they have directive lead over the entire project again. And they're forcing the corporation to keep them employed because they were apparently they had signed a contract and they broke it. So now they're being forced to pay all of the employees their back wages, all of the management team, and they're also being forced out of the development of Subnautica 2. So even if the trailer for Subnautica 2 doesn't look the best, and even if the game itself when it comes out might not be the best because of all the bullshit that swirled around it, I would still recommend getting this game to give the middle finger to the corporation that did this to them.
Find a convenient way to die.
Welcome back, Pioneer. Of all our sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive. Good luck.
No one wants to talk about how we got here. All you need to know is
That's cool.
it's a beautiful place to die over and
Whoa.
over again.
We've set up a lab here with a few basic biomods. They're safe. But if you start to hear voices, or if you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go.
Forget your debt. Forget Noah. Forget Altera. Forget the life you imagined. It's all gone now. You're going to die here. And that's all right. Pick the most interesting thing you can see and explore. Wouldn't that set you free? And I know where this mission will end. You'll join us soon enough.
May 14th. Damn, that's literally around the corner. Isn't that this week? Isn't that like the 10th or something? What is the date today? I don't even know what the date is today. It is the 10th. It comes out today. Oh. Yeah, it is the 10th. No, it comes out on the 14th. 4 days. 4 days it'll come out.
Hello, I'm Jeff Hickman, the game director for Thick as Thieves. We're thrilled to finally give you a deeper look.
Morning, Duke Nukem. Morning, Melissa.
Entertainment. At its core, Thick as Thieves is a stealth action game built around emergent gameplay in a rich, immersive world. Allow me to welcome you to Kilcairn. It's the early 1900s, in a slightly different world where magic and early technology have begun to collide. You arrive at the city as a new thief, looking to prove yourself to the legendary Thieves Guild. But you'll quickly find yourself tangled in powers and politics that go far beyond simple cat burglary. The journey begins in your Thieves' Den, which is your safe house and sanctuary. This is where the Guild will contact you with new contracts and interesting information. Here, the map of Kilcairn is your gateway into the city. Currently, I'm playing as the Spider, known for her mobility and acrobatics.
Okay.
The Chameleon character plays completely different, but you'll have to unlock him later by earning favor with the Guild. For this first chapter of the game, there are two distinct maps. The Constable's Guild Hall, home to the local constabulary and all of their secrets and ill-gotten gains, and Elway Manor, home to mysteries as...
This is boring. It doesn't seem like there's very any games today. How we doing today, guys? Happy Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day. Oh, I didn't see this. Wait a minute. I missed this. That's pretty. No. No music. No. Morning, Infidel. Morning. Oh, there it goes. So this is Horizon's Forza. So yeah, oh, look at those cars. Look at that car, man. Oh, look at that. Really? In a truck? No. Copyright. Feel it in the air, boys. Why did they use cinematics instead of actual racing footage? I don't get that. Forza always uses actual racing footage during its trailers. Why is it using cinematics? That concerns me quite a bit. That's a little bit of the... Oh man, I don't know. Oh, this comes out this week as well. So there's Subnautica 2 and that comes out this week. Huh. Oh, what's this?
Roll out the Rex, Carp! I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
This is going to be spectacular.
Ah!
Back up, back up, back up.
I immediately click on that, damn it. It doesn't look like there's anything else. I'm not going to keep digging. Let's move on from that.
Probably have Hollywood screen.
We got the critical drinker, boys. Hold on.
Fighting tournaments have got. Of all the video game genres that probably have Hollywood screenwriters waking up in a cold sweat late at night, fighting tournaments have got to be the worst. I mean, think about it. There's no real plot to adapt, most of the characters have only the most basic backstory, and nothing even resembling an arc, and the entire narrative basically consists of a wacky assortment of bodybuilders and Comic-Con rejects beating the crap out of each other to compete for a vaguely defined prize at the ends. Get it wrong and you'll end up with something like Street Fighter from the 1990s, which for some reason decided to ditch its fighting tournament premise and become an epic war movie instead. I'll always love it for Raul Julia just acting up a storm though, damn man.
That was beautiful.
Get it right though and you'll have yourself a Mortal Kombat, which
Yo, how many of y'all remember these films? Oh my god, these films are so good. I loved the intro to these films. They played the Mortal Kombat theme. Oh, so good.
Said, fuck it, and fully embraced the tournament style, characters,
Boom.
and wacky aesthetics of the game.
That's right, man.
Let's just not talk about the sequel though.
You're alive. Too bad you will die.
Fast forward a couple of decades and Hollywood took another crack at it.
That one was pretty good. This one right here, this one was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. I thought it was pretty good.
2021, which turned out to be surprisingly good, even if it suffered from a forgettable protagonist and didn't quite crack the fighting tournament formula. But never let it be said that New Line Cinema don't learn from their mistakes, because I just saw Mortal Kombat 2 yesterday and holy shit man, it's like they took every piece of feedback from the previous movie and just fixed it. What's a crazy concept?
Really? So apparently the new Mortal Kombat 2 is really good? What? No shit, I gotta hear that again. Wait, what?
Back from the previous movie and just yesterday and holy shit man, it's like they took every piece of feedback from the previous movie and just fixed it. What's a crazy concept? Huh? Mortal Kombat 2 is what happens when all the right elements come together in just the right way to give us arguably the best possible adaptation of the source material. Strong fight scenes paired with excellent visuals that respect the aesthetics of the games, gloriously over-the-top gore and violence, a decent lineup of characters played by good actors, and a plot that's just complex enough to deliver a few twists and turns without bogging down the action. Is it a work of art that'll stay with you long after the credits roll? Fuck no. But I don't want or need it to be.
Frost forever, how's it going?
Cool
I love how it's afternoon for you. It's a beautiful
for a couple of hours, and that's exactly what this movie gave me. It's a bacon cheeseburger of movie experiences.
You saw it? Wait a minute, you saw it? Damn, it's been a while since you've been in chat, Shrap Malone. How you been doing, man? I haven't seen your name pop up in a while. My boys went and seen it Friday, and they said it was good. Really? You been around? All right. Just checking up on you. I'm gonna have to see this movie now.
Fancy or pretentious, but thoroughly enjoyable for what it is. The plot centers around the evil warlord Shao Kahn. who's
Let's
out to
go!
conquer all the realms of the multiverse in the name of Outworlds. Every year, a realm must choose 5 champions to take on Shao Kahn's greatest warriors in Mortal Kombat. And if Shao Kahn wins 10 tournaments in a row...
Oh damn, they got Ornstein and Smoke in this too?
he gets to take control of that realm forever. And Earth is next. Enter Johnny Cage, a former karate champion, now a washed-up action star, who's chosen by Raiden to be Earth's 5th champion alongside the others from the previous film. Things don't go too well though. Johnny loses his first fight, and even worse, Shao Kahn's goons break into their stronghold, steal Raiden's powers, mortally wound them, and use it to make Shao Kahn basically immortal and indestructible.
What?
That's right, Wanda. Fuck it, whatever, man. So Johnny and the gang now face the daunting task of sneaking into Shao Kahn's fortress, defeating his chosen champions, recovering Raiden's power to make Kahn mortal again, and then killing the shit out of him.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I said before that this movie's a big step up from the previous film, and I'll tell you exactly why. It's basically a masterclass in listening to your fan base and giving them exactly what they want. You were disappointed by the lack of tournament structure last time around?
Damn.
No problem, we've got you covered this time. You thought Kano was by far the best character and wished that he hadn't been killed off? That's fine, we can bring him back to life, no problem. You thought Cole was a boring protagonist and wished that someone more interesting was leading the movie? Oh, we'll fix that this time around.
Dude, let's go! I was never really a fan of Luke Cage, but like, I love that actor. He is so good.
Believe that. And as for Cole himself, just...
Oh.
Don't worry about it. Speaking of protagonists, Johnny Cage was a perfect choice to lead this movie. Funny, charismatic, cynical, and played to perfection by the always reliable Carl Urban. He's a washed-up loser when we first meet him, and definitely not interested in risking his life to be a hero, but gradually rediscovers the drive and bravery that once made him a champion. It's the old but dependable, remember who you really are character arc. Yeah, it's not exactly fucking Shakespeare, but for a movie about interdimensional
Hey
war...
man, I'm happy to have all y'all here. Y'all are awesome, dude. Like, don't feel bad for just lurking. That ain't nothing wrong with that. Hell nah. I say it all the time. Just showing up and watching the stream or hitting a like. If you gotta go out, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll take it. Yes, sir.
And guys that can shoot fireballs out of their hands, it's pretty serviceable
Yes, sir.
stuff.
Now
If
go
I had
hear
to
me
level a
complaining.
criticism on the character front, I'd say that Sonya Blade and Jax don't get a whole lot to do, which is a shame because I would have liked to seen more of them. Sonya especially. The fight scenes are another step up from the previous film, brutal and kinetic and generally well
Bro's a horn
executed.
dog.
They're not all martial arts showcases, of course, and the final fight between Katana and Shao Kahn is pretty painful to watch. He's far too big and slow to do any sort of fancy choreography, and she's not exactly Bruce Lee when it comes to technical skill. Overall, though, there's more than enough variety, gory finishers, and unexpected defeats to keep you entertained. Apparently, Mortal Kombat 2's been getting a tough time from professional critics.
Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. Get the fuck out. You tried to take a stranglehold on this industry, and it failed. Fuck 'em.
As if it fucking matters what
Exactly.
they think. With a lot of them complaining that the film makes no sense if you're not an expert in the games and all the lore that
Oh, piss off!
comes with them. Which makes absolutely no sense to me because I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game since some point in the mid-90s, and I never had any trouble keeping up with the story. Like
You know why? Because the story never made any sense anyway. That's why it never fucking mattered. The story never had any actual structure to it. It was just a bunch of fighters and a little storyline that they threw together. The entire intent of every single one of these games was the gameplay. Though I'm not gonna lie, even though like each game that was from PlayStation 2 era had its own storyline and arc, a lot of them were pretty badass. Like Armageddon was like probably the best.
Hey, we're not dealing with a Christopher Nolan movie here. Just watch the funny people beating the shit out of each other, try to remember who's on which side, and
No,
you'll be
maybe not.
fine. Other people have complained that the movie's some kind of bait and switch, that Johnny's just there to hook people in, and that it's really Katana's story. But I think that's
I kind of like the one with Shujinko in it. I don't know if any of y'all know who the hell that is, but I kind of like the one with Shujinko. That one was probably the best.
A harsh judgment of this film. I could best describe Johnny as Jack Burton from Big Trouble in
Deadly Alliance, that sounds familiar. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Was it Deadly Alliance? Nope, I haven't played this one. Have I played this one? No, I haven't played this. No, I haven't played that one. Haven't played that one. Don't know that one.
Little China, a man who starts out as a sidekick but thinks he's the main character, who's usually at the edges of...
So, this always used to bug me with Baraka. Apparently, the disease that he has is very contagious. I'm not going to lie, if that was the case, because he was my favorite character in some of the games that I would play, a lot of those characters would have that disease. Developers, what?
big events rather than leading them, but eventually pulls...
Whoa, what if they made a Mortal Kombat where, like, if the character had, like, Baraka had a disease, it unlocks a secondary character? Like, let's say, like Cage, for example. What if you fought Cage with Baraka, and then you unlocked an alternate, not just cosmetic, but an alternate character that has abilities that are mixed with Cage and Baraka, and it's got, like, the look of, like, Johnny Cage as a Baraka? Wouldn't that be kind of badass? Like, what if you could go through the entire game and do that?
Together and gets to have some genuinely heroic
Just for the
moments
hell
of
of
his
it.
own by the ends. The narrative's still very much viewed from his perspective, it's just that it doesn't always revolve around him. And that's fine, it works, trust me. Ultimately, Mortal Kombat 2 was exactly what I was hoping it would be. A logical improvement on the previous film, more confident and grounded in its source material this time, with a better sense of what it wants to achieve, and laying the groundwork for a third movie that I have no doubt will happen now. And if you're thinking about heading to the movies this weekend, but you don't want to watch a 200-year-old Meryl Streep reprising a role from 20 years ago, then you could do a whole lot worse than Mortal Kombat 2. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Finish him!
I didn't either. I don't know which one it was. It's too old now, damn it. Oh, what the fuck? How'd that happen?
That I haven't heard in many moons. Had me feeling like Robin Williams when he crawled out of Jumanji.
Yep. Ooh.
I heard a name today that I haven't heard in many moons. Had me feeling like Robin Williams when he crawled out of Jumanji asking what year it is. That name? James Charles.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll
I want to slap him so bad.
probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's the GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job.
What a yucky douchebag. This is like cartoon villain.
That's fucked. Holy shit, that is fucked. That's really fucked. You don't have to be an ass. That is so fucked. I can't get over that. Like, it's amazing to me how, like, slimy some of these guys are. Holy shit, that's slimy.
Here.
Oh, that just gave me,
no
like,
money, huh?
the
No money?
creeps,
Bang,
bro.
shrink
I
ray.
hate it.
Now you're short too. Like that kind of thing. It's so over the top, stinking, oozing assholery. I cannot believe his delusional mind thought this was a good idea or like a strong look or a worthwhile dunk to be punching down on someone who's already fallen on hard times after losing their job. And they reached out to you in this desperate situation because clearly they have an appreciation of you. So they threw the Hail Mary, seeing what happens. I doubt they were expecting this kind of response.
I did not know that either. That's kind of sick. Melina is a Katana Baraka genetic clone. I did not know that.
Now, of course, there is always the chance that it is fraudulent. There are so many fake GoFundMes out there, so there's always a chance that all of it is
crazy.
Fucking fiddlesticks. It could all be baloney. I have no way of knowing that. I only have James Charles fucking Gangnam styling on this person and insulting them for it to go on, which leads me to believe that it might be real, because if it was just fake, obviously just a sham, why would he even be bothering to crash out for over 2 minutes about it? So I'm going to work under the assumption that this is a real person that has reached out about it. You could have just not responded.
Why would you go out of your way to make a video about that? That's just awful. Like, there's a lot of people from Spirit Airlines that lost their job that obviously didn't deserve it. I mean, everybody, a lot of people work hard for their jobs, man. They may not like it. It may suck ass. But at the end of the day, everyone gets a job to support their livelihood. And their livelihood is being able to not be on the streets. I mean, and making fun of somebody because they lost their job and they're hoping that maybe you'll, push their channel for, like, whenever I get as big as Charlie, I could probably start doing that now. Like, I want to be able to start promoting other content creators. And I'm not talking about people that have, like, millions of fucking followers. I'm talking about somebody that, like, for example, what Asmund did to that one girl that only had, like, 200 subs. I would like to watch content from creators like that at least once or twice a week, so that way I could give somebody else a little bit of the torch and give them a livelihood behind everything that, because it sucks whenever you spend hours editing a video and it gets like 7 views. It's awful. A lot of people are really talented, but they don't get the viewership because YouTube doesn't want them to get that. And that's just how it is. That is the algorithm. They decide who gets the views and who doesn't. Like, at the end of the day, that's what it is. And it sucks. It sucks.
Was also an option. You didn't need to come over here and start, like, spitting and dunking on him. Like, how dare you even message me asking for help?
That's going beyond.
Are you out of your fucking mind? I'm James
Cheers
Charles,
to you, man.
And is there anything ickier than someone that has a job like James Charles telling someone else?
Shibuya, Japan, back on October 31st. Huh? What happened there? What is that? Ah, I almost launched my phone out of my hand. Shibuya, Japan, October 31st, 2018.
To get a job preaching that they need to get a job. Brother, this former Spirit Airlines worker is a 10 times harder worker and has done 10 times as...
Yeah, if it was a riot, then they should just round them up and put them in jail. It says here that October 31st, 2018 in Shibuya, Japan, extreme Halloween crowds resulted in chaos, including a truck being overturned. No, just put them in jail, man. I'm kind of surprised they didn't put him in jail.
Much labor.
In 2018? That's kind of surprising.
Life. James Charles' entire career has been just farting out dog shit products and posting cringe videos, and he couldn't even do that without also trying to sext minors.
Newsflash, don't catch the demon. You gotta spell it right. It's the demon rat. You gotta spell it right, man. It's the demon, or the demon's rat. But you gotta get that S in there somehow.
How dare you try and tell an actual hardworking American to go get a job as if you've done anything worthwhile and you've done, like, actual work. You got the easiest fucking job in life. You got dealt a very lucky hand, bro. This is so tasteless. It's so crude.
Just to sit there and, like, snub nose rub it into some poor person that just decided, like, if you got a DM like that and you didn't want to address it, you just ignore it at the very least. But the fact that you sat there and, like, made a video about that, making fun of that individual, is just so disgusting. I could not imagine.
So you've never been in a desperate financial situation. Great. Group hug in the shower tonight, James. Glad you've never gone through a financial struggle. This person is. And they desperately tried to reach out to you, and there's no obligation for you to try and, like, save them or...
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think... And let me explain to you why I wouldn't post this person's GoFundMe. I wouldn't do it because I don't know them and I don't know if they're lying or not. But if I see somebody making content on a platform and they verify that it's theirs, it's easier for me to send an audience that way. That's my view of it. Like, I probably wouldn't do that. I would probably maybe spread the word out about it. I'd be like, hey, this person, show's account, needs a job. Worked at Spirit. If anyone's got the hookup, give them the hookup.
Anything. Obviously, there's no expectation of that, but they tried anyway.
Yeah, like, don't be a fucking dick about it, bro. Like, there's literally nothing you will gain from being an asshole about that. It's so slimy.
In a rough spot. So they tried, and now you're insulting them and publicly.
So not only did they, that's got to be a double whammy to them as well. Like, just imagine, like, you guys lose y'all's job, and then I'm sitting here and I talk about you like that. That's just so fucking gross. Like, that's such it's just so nasty. What a nasty little fucking worm. And they say that you shouldn't advocate for deplatforming. Like, fuck that, man.
Trying to humiliate them for it.
You know what's funny is before he even said that shit about that Spirit Airlines ex-employee, I was like, dude, I want to slap this guy because he's like the way he talks. And then it just verified my point.
Gross, bro.
Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you?
There's no way the word entitled just left his lips. Right? No, I must have misheard that. There's no way he said that. James Charles did. He didn't use that word against somebody else, did he? That had to be an audio glitch. I'm gonna assume that there's no way his vocal folds would even let the word entitled leave his lips. Oh my god, the lack of self-awareness would probably cause his fucking head to combust. So I'm not even gonna bother touching on that one. Holy. So let's instead look at the other stuff he said. He really highlighted that this person doesn't follow him. Who gives a fuck? There's plenty of people that I watch their stuff and engage in their content without subscribing to them or following them on socials. That's pretty normal, actually. I don't know why he's like...
I used to be that way for the longest time. I still kind of am. I do it now so that way I don't have to find their content in the future.
About that. So then he's using that to say, like, oh, you must have sent this to like 100 other celebrities. Based on what, man? You're just making an assumption. You're just taking a guess. You don't know that. You could be the only person they reached out to about it because they really admired you and thought that maybe you could be that helping hand. Which again, there's no obligation for him to do, but...
Yeah, now that dream has been shattered. If that isn't some kind of weird scammer, that dream has just been demolished.
Why go this hard against them? This is fucking diabolical.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And you have no idea if they've sent out job applications or not. Why are you speaking as though you're certain they haven't? They very well could have
They probably applied to hundreds of jobs, and like you're the last line of defense for them. You don't know that. You know what? You know what's sad about assumptions is they make an ass of you and me. Okay? Stop doing that.
Job applications out there right now. The Spirit Airline layoffs are still pretty new. Getting a job right away is not like this, bro.
No,
I don't know how.
Especially in this market, dude. There's no fucking way that they got they probably applied for like 50 jobs and didn't get a single callback. I guarantee you.
Out of touch you are with reality.
My friend was out of the job for almost a year and a half, and he finally got hired at a school district because he was able to talk to one of the hiring managers when he showed up, and he was one of the only few people that showed up because nobody knew that they were doing a job fair. He got the job. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to say what school district because it's not. He would be like, bro, what the fuck? And I'd be like, look, man. But anyway, that was after a year and almost a year and a half of looking and applying to like 7 jobs a day. He would send me like the applications and I would look at them and I'm like, dude, holy fuck, how are you not getting hired anywhere? He's like, it's so weird. Not even a callback. Not even a fucking callback. Not a single fucking callback. He had minute experience on 2 different jobs. A lot of customer service experience. Like, it was insane. And And it was the same thing that whenever I was looking for a job like 2 years ago, like I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's just nothing.
What's going on in the world around you? It doesn't happen lickety-split like that. So
Morning, Artemis.
They are out income. And I imagine
how's it going, user?
Employee, they weren't
happy Mother's Day. Make sure y'all there you go, Demon Rat. There you go, Paula.
Where next month's
Paul,
there
you go, Paul. There you go.
Jobs. So they reached out to you in the interim. That would be my guess. You have no clue.
Sorry, I didn't think I was going to enjoy this video. It shocked me how much of a slimy piece of shit this human being is.
Sent out job applications.
So I got kind of entranced by it.
You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God, welcome to...
No one asked you for money, you fucking idiot. They just asked you if you could give a GoFundMe link so that way they could maybe get a little bit of help while they're jobless because Spirit Airlines shut down. That's perfectly reasonable. I would DM them back and be like, look, I'm not going to do that because I don't know you, and for all I know, you're like, I don't know you like that, and I don't want to, start getting a whole bunch of money for somebody that may be lying, that would be my mentality. But I'd be like, look, if you got any kind of channel platform or, any content that you post on a daily, I'll wait till like the peak where I get most of my viewership, and then I'll promote your channel or something, get you a little bit of views. But pasting a GoFundMe, I wouldn't do that. But this is just diabolical. This human being is just awful.
The real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you?
What is Dr. Doofenshmirtz even crashing out about at this point?
That's fucked,
He's having a conniption, blowing a gasket. Over what? What are you even yapping about? You're not even making a point anymore. You're trying to tell someone else how the real world functions?
He is berating them. He is making fun of them. He is trying to demoralize them. I don't know why, but that's obviously what's going on here.
Been a member of the real world.
I mean, he gave compliments, but they're obviously double-handed. I mean, they're backhanded.
Fucking decade. You are so detached from the real world, yet you're over here lecturing them about it. It's absurd, bro. I
love how he's doing all of this in a bathrobe too. Bro's trying to steal my look, guys. Got a problem with that. This isn't a bathrobe.
He's like the Starbucks CEO about the $9 coffee and the premium experience, but wrapped up in like an insufferable asshole influencer.
Yo, Loki!
17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe? I can at least 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off. Okay, I'm not the one.
Why? Why? Bro's trying to do a hustle. You know what's funny? Is I kind of wonder who did it. Because if they could figure out who did it, I guarantee you that person would be blowing the fuck up on socials right now. And not in a bad way, in a good way. Simply to, piss this guy off even more.
Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally going to be like, I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees, and it's going to be the real-life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house and a car and $10 million that everybody else dies.
Stop trying to make jokes. Actually, just please stop trying to make jokes, James. Put the kibosh on it right now. It's miserable listening to him try and inject humor into anything. Why did it piss you off? How does that piss you off? Yeah, 17.
I love this guy's literally sitting on a porcelain, on a gold throne. And he's sitting here acting like just because he had to, do you know how many commenters I had a dumbass yesterday. And I'm so happy he commented because I pinned his comment. I'm so happy he did. He made my whole day. Guy, it was about the cruise liner. Some of you probably saw it. It was part of the short of the guy that was crying, saying, and I'm not making fun of the guy that was crying. He's crying. He was validly crying because he was being stuck on a ship for 6 weeks, right? 2 months almost. And some dumbass, jackass motherfucker gets down in my comments and says, well, it's spreading, the hantavirus spreading around because they didn't keep the people on the ship. And then I Googled it and I copy and pasted the search result and I was like, you're a dumbass. And then I put another one, I was like, all you have to do is Google it, smiley face, laughing emoji. And then I posted something else and I was like, you know what? I'm probably going to get suspended for bullying at this point. Let me just go ahead and stop. And I deleted one of the comments. I think it was like, I think I was making fun. I was like, thank you so much for giving me this wonderful gift. I'm going to pin this so that way everybody can know how stupid you are. And then I was like, no. I feel like if they report that, I'm going to get in trouble. I don't want to deal with that. So
1,000 people lost their jobs.
I deleted that comment in the
That's 17,000 people that are now out income. I imagine a lot of them are feeling very similar ways to the person that reached out to you.
No, I can't drink. I can't drink. That's not.
Person just decided to try. They decided to throw a Hail Mary.
I'm allergic.
You could have just ignored it.
I'm tired though. I was up late last night and I didn't realize it. I was up reading comics and then I watched like Malcolm in the Middle because I've been going through all the older episodes so that way, because like you guys do realize they made a new Malcolm in the Middle show, right? It's that they're all grown up now. So I was up until like 12:30 last night and I didn't realize it, and then I couldn't fall asleep, and so yeah. I'm great though. We're functioning at maximum capacity. I don't know what it is with me, but whenever I don't get enough sleep, I'm even more hyper and more aggressive than if I had a good night's rest. It's the weirdest thing.
Why did it piss you off? That's a fucking you problem, man. That is a weird response to it.
Like, go find that video to compete in, baby. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. All you did was lost.
Is it? I thought that Malcolm was the one, the guy, the character that made Malcolm. No, don't say that, bro. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Are they saying that Malcolm in the Middle's new seasons are woke? Don't say that, bro. Don't say that. No! Oh. That really sucks, man, because they had a lot of funny shit. Yo, I'm going through, like, I want to touch base with Malcolm in the Middle, the original episodes. They're so fucking based that they hold up even in today's stuff. Like, dude, those kids were saying shit that you could hear Asmund saying. And it's funny as fuck, because I'm like, I'll be listening, I'll be watching, or I'll be like doing something in the backdrop, and I hear them say like something that would literally fall out of Asmund's mouth, and I'm like, oh my god, this show is based. It was funny, dude. Like, how could they make the new one? Oh no. Well, fuck.
Your job, okay?
Fuck.
Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and my support for you. I love you. I'm suffering with a really rare genetic disease that there is no cure for, and I'm trying to raise money for myself and other people that have this. Maybe I would help. Maybe I would help because I love you and I appreciate you. This bitch, you lost your fucking job? Oh. What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to—
I think you're right, Duke Nukem. Like, I didn't realize how based it was, but like, oh my god, was it just... Dude, the original show is so based. Oh, it's so based,
You
man.
go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace.
Hey, pal. You just blow in from stupid...
Why don't you just fucking calm down, bro? Jesus Christ.
Down. He really...
What a pretentious fucking prick. Jesus, what a prick. Bro's literally crashing out because somebody DM'd him asking if they could send their GoFundMe link around because they lost their job at Spirit Airlines. Like, what if... Just imagine, this person's about to lose their apartment. They're about to lose everything they own. They've already lost their car. Maybe they're... Like, if they had a significant other, they left. Parents are about to throw them out. And now they're being online bullied by this sorry piece of inbred shit I don't understand how you could possibly think that sitting, like, how is that not an immediate suspension? That, like, this is a form of bullying. This guy's a piece of shit. Like, now because of that, I certainly hope this guy doesn't release the account attached to this DM, because, like, then that person's not even going to be able to get a job. Like, I can't fathom what would make somebody do something like this.
Sonny cooked with this rant. So the impression here is that the only people in the world he cares about are people that, like, mindlessly support him through thick and thin forever. Here's a trillion DMs. Okay, now I care about you. So maybe if you had, like, a genetic disease where you were dying and you were about to just kick the bucket, I might consider spitting on you if you were on fire. I might, because you've proven that you're a fan. And those are the only people I care about. Those are the only human beings to me, are the fans. Then I would have cared. By the way, worth reminding you, there's nothing that says that she wasn't a fan, by the way, James, just because she didn't follow you or DM you before. What an awful perspective to have on people, huh? Again, you could have just not said anything about it.
Yeah.
But you decided to make a whole show. You decided to go fucking hog wild on it. And man, do you look like a clown. Talking about hard work in the real world, two things that you are not someone to be lecturing anyone on. You don't work hard, and you are not in the real world. And that's one of, like, the biggest things, like, points he tries to make here. Get real. This person is just in a desperate spot, as a lot of people are.
Yeah, desperation makes you do stupid shit. It happens all the time. I wouldn't consider somebody reaching out to give a GoFundMe link, like, a bad thing. I feel really, really bad for the person that had to sit there and watch somebody they looked up to sit there and berate them for an entire, like, TikTok. I feel so bad for that individual. Like that's the kind of stuff, like, you're jobless, you might end up being homeless soon. That's the kind of stuff that would probably lead somebody to, like, harm themselves. And if that person is out there, they should absolutely seek help. If they're having those kind of thoughts, they should seek help regardless. And they shouldn't be berated for trying to, trying anything they can to scrape up money. Like, I don't blame them for a second. This is completely awful.
Okay.
I don't understand how.
Clearly,
I just don't understand how someone can be this big a piece of shit.
I was privileged, and most.
Yo,
this video was
reached out to you, and then you had this ballistic response to it. And James did get dunked on for it, so he made an apology.
Good, fuck him.
This video was fucking stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely fucking unnecessary. When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all and move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why.
Instead, you sat there and bullied them for almost 2 minutes. The fact that you even still have an account is disgusting.
Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it.
Put a shirt on. You don't need to get into formal attire. Not asking you to put a suit and tie on.
Yeah, put a shirt on.
Do the bare minimum.
I can't. I sometimes I watch Jinxie, and Jinxie, he takes his shirt off, and I'm like, dude, just put your shirt back on. Like, I'm sorry, it's weird, man. I love Jinxie, but I just, like, it's weird to me.
At least putting on clothes. Why are you filming this video half awake in your hotel bed after a night of binge drinking and meth smoking? Like, you couldn't just do at least a tad bit more? Why do I have to watch you shirtless here fucking, like, sleepwalk through your response?
And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I
bashed
shamed
her. No. You see, you're missing the other B word, bully. Because you know damn good and well, if people started reporting it as bullying or harassment, your ass would be suspended. That's why you didn't say the other B word.
For help in a situation where she was clearly really struggling, and this could have been her absolute last resort.
Yeah.
I have no idea what was.
I don't. No one knows what the fuck you were thinking. No one really cares.
Going on in her life, and I should have never assumed that she was just copying and pasting this DM as an easy way out. I don't know. I just don't know.
Ooh, I know. Pick me. I've got my hand raised. I know. is because you are an egomaniac. It's because you are a self-centered, self-absorbed, narcissistic...
I was about to say narcissism!
...piece of shit, bro. That's why you did it. Since your audience tried hard, you all a pile of dog shit and you let your mask slip so people get to see even more.
What an absolute piece of dog shit. Who the fuck watches this?
A lot of messages. My intention behind making this video in the first place was I get a lot of messages like this every single day.
To be bully. Yeah, to be a bully, I mean, let's be honest. If you get a lot of messages like that every single day, then just block them. Just block them. Just, like, block their account. You can do that. You don't have to make an entire TikTok and waste the editing power and all it. Well, you probably, you don't do shit. I mean, let's be honest here. You probably pay somebody to edit your shit. Like, don't do that. Don't do that.
And for me personally, it definitely sucks to receive messages from people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account. But what I'm sure sucks even fucking more.
Suck it the fuck up, motherfucker. You don't think that movie stars don't get letters daily asking for money? It's a part of your life now. Deal with it. It'll never go away. And now that you called it out and you act the way you did, I'd imagine that you're going to get 1,000, 100,000 more than what you were before. And that's what you deserve.
Is not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and not being sure whether or not you're going to be able to put food on the table for yourself and your family.
And there it is. Because you don't know if what they said was true or not. And if you go based on the assumption that if it wasn't, and it was, how do you know this person is even still alive? This is awful. I don't...
So it really doesn't matter what my intentions were behind making the video, because it came across as super fucking privileged and like I was basically shaming...
Because you are. I mean, you are. You're privileged. You are. I mean...
anybody that's unemployed for not trying hard enough to get a job. And I feel awful because that wasn't my intention and it really hurt a lot of people.
This is coming across very genuine here, James, as he's falling into slumber here. It feels like I'm watching a video of someone ODing. Why did you even film it like this, man? And also...
You filmed it like that because you didn't give a shit. You were probably right. Charlie was probably right. The guy was on like some kind of drug or something, drinking all night. Because his viewer count is plummeting because people saw how much of an asshole he was by doing that video. And he's getting a whole bunch of hate on his DMs now instead of people asking for their GoFund links to be spread around. And he's like halfway on the bed ODing.
Like, yeah, that happens. That's
realizing he fucked up.
I guarantee most of the messages go to his management. I guarantee.
Exactly. There's no way you can tell me this guy even looks at DMs, dude. Like, there's no way.
The vast majority of those.
You know how I know? Because I don't even have the time to look at my shit. Yo, I'll be like pulling up YouTube and I try to go through at least once a week and look at like the comments on YouTube like I did it yesterday. And I'm like, God damn, dude, I need to do this more often. I feel so bad because some of y'all are like leaving comments and I'm like, hey, I like that. That's a cool comment. I'm gonna comment to that comment. And I just feel so bad because it'd be like 3 days ago, 7 days ago, 6 days ago, and I'm like,
you know, reaching out for money type things. It's not like a telemarketer call. Telemarketers get a direct line to you.
Let's go, Nigel.
Then they treat you like a little piggy bank for their trash product, and you know what happens there? You hang up. Here, these messages go into the fucking void. You'd have to go out of your way to find these like scam, like fraudulent things. Like it just, I don't understand why he's making it seem like
microphone in your rainbow light basement.
Again, I don't think you see most of them, and the ones you do see, just ignore. Like it takes like actual.
I mean, I could say the same thing about this. Ooh, they've almost pushed me over the edge there, boys. Ooh. So do you have anything to add to this? Oh, no, you're not. You're probably... Oh, wait. You do. Oh, we got a generational crash out. It's a private business. Are you slow? YouTube isn't the government. I don't think about it at all. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't think you think about anything at all, do you? Not a whole lot going on in that thought process, huh? Chat, what we gonna do with this guy? Chat, what are we gonna do with him? He seems like an annoyance, a nuisance, as it were. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Oh, well, damn. That's right. It's voting time, boys. How's it going? How's it going, mod forms? T Money. Oh, how's it going, Forever Roaming? I didn't even see you in the other chitty chat. Yo, bro's such a cockroach that whenever I pull him up, he don't even say anything else. Oh, damn, he might be getting... We're not gonna stick around too long to this guy. Is it cold where you are? No, I just wear this for the stream. This doesn't even leave here, and this ends up on like in the living area on top of a freaking a foot thing. So that's where it ends up sitting. This is just for stream. I wear the hoodie specifically because of my my headphones. They like crush my ears and it makes my ears hurt. We're gonna end the poll. This guy's cooked. Where'd he go? There he is. If you're new here, sub to the channel, hit like on the stream. We're here every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. And please go hype up videos. Please hype the videos. You can hype up long form video, normal length videos, not shorts, and I don't think you can hype streams, like past streams, but please go hype videos. You can do it 3 times a week. But it's definitely with IRGC. Wait, what's going on? Was right about... Oh! Also, I saw something that said, where's it at? Yeah, the UK, France, they're sending warships to the Middle East. I guess they got tired of not getting their oil, huh?
Split second.
Let's finish this up.
If he was making a point like, friends and family are always reaching out to me just for
and for anybody that saw that video and was
about how he recognizes that he got and now
saw that video and was disappointed or upset with what I said, I am super sorry. Especially...
No, you're not. You're sorry you got caught, and you're sorry that you got backlash. You don't give a fuck.
The woman from Spirit Airlines. I did try to look for her.
You would do it again if you knew that you wouldn't get any backlash.
Earlier,
don't sit there and say that.
This video, and I couldn't find it. If you see this video and you want to get in touch...
See, the difference between me and him is that whenever I start getting backlash, which is going to happen, I'm not going to care. I just don't care.
I would love to apologize to you directly and to help you out a little bit. But if you are not comfortable with that, I totally understand too. I really appreciate anybody that sent me a message or left a comment about this video today, letting me know how insensitive it was. I really needed to hear that.
I was giggling so hard. He's going on like, okay, I really want to help now. I tried to find her message, but I fucking banished to the Shadow Realm somewhere along the way.
What the fuck?
I really want to help. I've learned my lesson. And then there's a cut, and then he's got the blanket pulled over him. He's tucking himself into bed. Why? It's so fake. It's so unbelievably fake.
And I really need to think twice before I hit record and just start yapping on this account.
It's not even that you hit record and started yapping. You edited it and you uploaded it. And you can't tell me that an editor didn't look at that. I'm sorry, dude.
Treat this spam page like I'm on FaceTime with you guys. I love to laugh. Sometimes I genuinely forget how many people are watching, and it was completely inappropriate.
So what you're saying is that it matters how many people were watching and not about the fact that you're just an asshole. So that's what matters. That's why you're apologizing. How do you do an apology video and towards the end of your apology video end up disregarding everything else that you did in the apology video by making a statement like that? How stupid are you?
But sometimes I genuinely forget how many people are watching, and it was completely inappropriate.
The fuck? Hello?
To make a joke out of somebody just trying to provide for themselves and their family. That's definitely my bad.
What joke?
But if you still feel that way, that still makes you a piece of shit. Like, that doesn't change.
Man, it was just insulting them. It was just berating them for having the gall to try and reach out to you in any capacity during a hard time.
Yeah, no.
Where was the haha? I don't know why.
What a fucking piece of trash, dude. What the fuck? That's crazy.
In the world 5 years ago, this would have been unthinkable. Germany is over. What happened to the fun science? Let me guess. Kyrgyzstan will not once mention migration at all. They do? No way.
Okay, but what about immigration? Whatever your opinion on immigration is, pro or against, please put it in a box and ignore it for a moment. We only want to look at it from one perspective. Can it solve the population crash? Let's look at the population again. If a country's pyramid looks like this, and you want to stabilize it at the bottom, immigration won't do that. If birth rates stay as low as they are, or go down even more, then the German population will continue to shrink. And to keep it stable, it would constantly need to be replenished by new immigrants. No matter if you think this is a good idea or not, it's not actually possible. Birth rates are crashing everywhere. Eventually, immigration around the world will slow down massively. The world is running out of young people. So immigration can delay the issue a bit and ease the consequences, but that's it. Germany either has to solve its demographic crash or its welfare state and pension systems will break.
Damn. Finally, you get people saying this shit. Even 5 years ago, I feel like saying something like that would be totally unthinkable. 10 years ago, there's no way it would happen. And now there's people that are actually voting on it and parties running on it. What is this? Miss the situation? Quote retweets are crazy? Okay, let me see this. There's an advert in Germany promoting contraception. It teaches young white couples to have threesomes with migrants. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? Oh, hell no. Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? What the actual... What?
Wow, that's weird. That's really, really weird.
That's disgusting.
It's AI? I don't know. Okay.
Oh my god!
It's AI? I don't...
My god!
No. Okay. It's 1930. Oh boy. I told y'all this was gonna happen. The more that they push this stuff, the more you're gonna have people push back. This is also, I saw this is kind of surprising. Overall crime rate by nationality. This is in Germany. Algerian nationals commit crime at an 18x rate of Germans, and a nearly, this is what's crazy, 100 times more likely to commit crime than somebody from Japan. That is insane. That is ridiculous.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Holy shit. What's this?
So are they just trying to get someone that was already in custody?
Y'all know what time it is. It's the man, the myth, the legend. We get to watch Nick Shirley's view on the we're gonna watch his recorded evidence of the Communist Party. Another one, dude. What the fuck? Of him going in Cuba. So what's crazy is that we saw the video of him what he had to do to get out of Cuba, which was crazy. So let's see what it was like in Cuba.
Thoughts on communism? ¿Qué piensas de comunismo?
W. Nick Shirley.
None of the gas stations are even in operation right now because there's quite literally no gas.
And we stand out like sore thumbs here, so they're wondering why we're here with cameras, interviewing people. They want to know what's happening and what people are saying. That's why people are not talking to us much.
There's some dumbass that was like, oh, he never went to Cuba. He never went to Cuba. Obviously, it's fake. Or
why are we trying to leave the hotel early?
Oh, it's Beach Shaman. How's it going, Beach Shaman?
Facing one of the largest humanitarian crises in the world. Cuba's government is a one-party communist-ruled country, and they are facing massive...
No, they were going to try and lock his ass up, bro. They had spies down in the lobby of his hotel. He had to flee to a
food shortages, daily blackouts, and a lack of medicine. And right now, a U.S. blockade is restricting oil and gas from coming inside of the country. With communism and socialism on the rise in the West, I wanted to see what life in communism is really...
No, they had like a 2-star or 3-star general down in the hotel lobby waiting on him too. They had a guy in uniform in the lobby of his hotel whenever they were trying to leave. He got into a lot of trouble doing this in Cuba.
Firsthand, as Cuba has been living underneath communism for over 60 years. Upon arrival, I completed all required documents and had received a visa for journalistic activity. However, once I landed, all my camera gear was seized, and within 24 hours, I was planning my escape out of Cuba after their intelligence followed me all day, and a 2-star general came searching for me at the hotel.
There he is.
Let's go see the reality of Cuba and eventually plan our escape out of Cuba. Where are the people at? ¿Dónde está la gente? No hay nadie aquí en la calle, no hay nadie aquí en estas casas. ¿Dónde está la gente?
The problem is that there's no gasoline. It's not easy to move. Anyway, we have a lot of limitation for work.
None of the gas stations are even in operation right now because there's quite literally no gas. When the United States captured Maduro, their main supplier of gas and oil was shut off. So the country right now has hardly any gas, and if you do want to get gas, you have to wait in a line from the government. The guy that we're in our taxi with right now, he said his position to get gas is $1,200 in line, and gas from the government costs around $1, but gas, if you were to buy it on the black market, costs $10 per liter. That's $40 per gallon if you were to buy gas here.
Damn!
Before they captured Maduro, was there gasoline in the gas stations?
Always, it was easy. Nowadays it's really bad, but it was easy to get the gasoline.
And for you,
every day you can go to the gasoline station and buy it normally. It was normal, but nowadays it's really bad.
¿Y cómo está sobreviviendo la gente aquí en Cuba?
Just imagine the reality of it. With 1,000 sacrifices and 1,000 daily struggles, the average Cuban citizen is the one really going through absolute hell here in this country.
It's so interesting being here in Cuba because everything is just like empty. It's almost very like North Korea like when you come into a massive plaza and there's not even cars. Like, listen, right now you can't even hear a car in sight, and they have all of this other...
I kind of do wonder how many people were able to afford vehicles to begin with, honestly. Like, how many of them were being forced to walk around anyway?
Portraits of people and past leaders of Cuba, yet there's hardly anyone even here.
Is that Osama? Who the fuck is that?
Strange here. They're saying that this is even more quiet than during COVID, during the pandemic. Less people are even leaving the streets than during the pandemic. That's how bad the crisis is right now. And the Cuban people simply just don't have money, and they also just do not have the resources like gasoline to be able to go out and continue their normal lives right now. We headed to a nearby hospital, and from this moment on, we noticed we were being followed by Cuban police and their intelligence. After the word got out, I was asking people about communism. Inside of a communist country, there's no such thing as freedom of speech or freedom of the press. In fact, if you speak out against the current regime or against communism, your neighbor can then report you to an area inside of the neighborhood where the government or the police will then come after you, and you have the risk of being imprisoned for speaking out against the regime. What's the reality of living inside of communism? ¿Qué es la realidad de vivir en comunismo?
Son presidentes todos, son jefes todos.
El gobierno.
Sí, así que funciona.
Hay mucha gente que está muriendo. Por el comunismo.
Because of communism.
Por eso
Exactly.
mismo,
There's
porque
no
no hay
medicine.
pastilla, no hay nada para darle a la gente.
And what would be your last message to the people about living life in communism?
Bueno, el último mensaje que daré es que lo más malo que hay aquí en Cuba es el comunismo, que viven todo en comunismo. Eso es lo más malo que hay aquí en Cuba ahora mismo, el comunismo.
¿Y qué piensa ahora de su propio presidente, Canal?
Bueno, yo pienso que no tiene la capacidad para ser presidente.
Well, there it is.
Nos estamos muriendo de hambre. Si no trabajamos, nos morimos de hambre.
And do you believe that it's the responsibility of the government to give food to the people? ¿Crees que es la responsabilidad del gobierno para dar comida a la gente?
Sí. Porque son los jefes, tienen que abastecer al pueblo.
¿Qué piensa de lo que está haciendo Donald Trump con el aceite y con el gas?
What do you think about Trump not letting oil or gas enter the country.
Gasolina, como no está dejando gasolina para entrar. See, like people are very scared to answer and even give questions and responses here because of communism, and because when you say communism, when they say that they control the food or they control the jobs, they also control the freedom of press here. So a lot of people aren't used to talking on camera. And ¿qué piensa eso de
Que se singa Díaz Canel. Que se singa Díaz Canel.
Security had noticed that two random individuals had appeared while we were doing these interviews, and they decided it was time to leave.
So what happened while we were conducting some of those interviews?
Right now, while we were finishing one of the interviews, some undercover cops, you could just tell they're undercover cops. They came out of nowhere. They got on better used phones than the average person here, and they were right away communicating with each other, and they were trying to corner us out, so that's why we had to get out of there.
So you do have government spies going around making sure that certain things aren't said.
Of course, and we stand out like sore thumbs here, so they're wondering why we're here with cameras, interviewing people. They want to know what's happening and what people are saying. That's why people are not talking to us much.
And it's also you don't ever see any videos come out of Cuba.
That's 100% why you don't see videos come out of Cuba. It's very limited, the videos that you see come out of Cuba.
Yeah, because they stop them, and then what they do is once they stop them, they confiscate all the recording equipment. Probably give them a warning, too.
Because they control everything.
We headed into downtown Havana with the hopes that
Well, yeah, the minute that they landed on Cuba's airstrip, they immediately had all their equipment confiscated. I wonder how they got the other equipment.
Off the two spies that were telling us. And I want you to notice the pure decay here. The streets and the buildings.
This place is a shithole. Holy. Think about how much money America has sent to Cuba to help with their economy. Holy shit. Like, how much money has America sent Cuba in the past 10 years to help out with their economy and their infrastructure? And we actually haven't even sent them that much money. We've sent them a total of $9.5 million from 2021 to 2026. But I mean, like, if they can't keep their own economy up, then something's got to give here. If the communism is so harsh that you're even letting your own buildings decay, like, I don't know what to tell them, dude. Like, they've got to do something about, like, it's the government's responsibility to maintain, like, roads and these buildings and shit, too. Like, I don't see, like, China expecting us to support their infrastructure. Like,
Things
what
look
the
like
fuck?
they're about to fall apart, and this is due to 50 years of no innovation inside of a communist country.
That's crazy.
We then went into one of the local markets to exchange some cash for some Cuban pesos.
And here in Cuba, their inflation has hit really hard here, so their peso does not really go that far, so the dollar does go a lot farther here. In fact, the average salary of someone here for the month is $14 USD. So right now we're exchanging here on the streets of Cuba, and you get a lot better price for your dollar versus if you were to do it at the airport here in Cuba. How would you say life is here in Cuba?
La situación está mala.
What do you think is going to happen with the future of Cuba?
Ustedes que vengan para acá.
¿Crees que los Estados Unidos van a tomar Cuba?
Claro que sí. Claro, tú ven para acá.
¿Y te gustaría que los Estados Unidos toman Cuba?
Claro que sí.
¿Y por qué?
Damn, they want it bad down there, boy. They want America to take Cuba.
Porque que vengan, esto aquí está malo. Claro, para trabajar con ustedes.
What's your opinion about communism?
El comunismo es malo.
And why is it bad? ¿Por qué está mal?
Porque está malo, no hay comida aquí.
¿Qué fue el cambio después de Maduro fue capturado?
No me ataques.
Oh.
I can't talk about it. It's kind of interesting asking about these political situations that you could talk about in the United States completely freely, but a lot of people are timid.
Because here's the thing is that if Nick Shirley's camera equipment got confiscated, which I'm sure it's happened quite a bit. I imagine a lot of these guys and these men and women have had it happen to them or family members they know. The people in this footage could end up in jail.
like that because you don't want to put them in a bad situation. But people are very timid to talk about stuff politically here in the streets of Cuba. So, I mean, look at this one. You have coming down the street right
What
here.
the
This
fuck?
is just normal here in Cuba. It's kind of
Yo, look at these cars. These cars are like ancient. What the fuck? Bro, what?
Coming down the street right here. This is just normal here in Cuba. It's kind of weird. The reason for the old cars here in Cuba is because in 1959 is when communism took effect, and the United States then later put an embargo on Cuba, which stopped new companies from working with Cuba. So all they had left was cars from the 1950s and earlier. Innovation tends not to take place in communism because there's no incentive for an entrepreneur to go out and create something, because he'll receive no benefit because the state or the country
takes it all.
The government controls what goes in and out, and also how much money you take from that underneath communism. So it completely kills entrepreneurship, which then kills innovation, and then you come up with a stagnant society like this one here in Cuba, where they have not developed any much further than since around the 1950s. All these buildings here are still standing from the 1950s, but they have not innovated, or there's nothing new here inside of this country. It's actually kind of sad to see.
This man right here will explain just how dangerous it is to speak out against communism inside of a communist country.
How's life in communism? ¿Qué es la realidad? What's the reality of it?
El comunismo, ya. Esa parte ahí no te puedo contestar esa parte porque no sé qué decirte.
La gente aquí, the people here, no pueden hablar sobre el comunismo o hablar en contra del gobierno.
Aquí tú hablas en contra del comunismo y te meten preso. Te desaparecen. Lo que pasa es que la gente tiene miedo a hablar.
I can already hear the fat Karens across the country saying that they know more about the people that are living in the actual hellhole. I can hear it already, boys. I hear the voices cracking and the glass shattering. I can see the signs already.
So if you speak bad about communism here in Cuba, you'll be taken to prison and you'll just disappear.
Te pueden meter días
That's
preso.
right, ears ringing.
¿Me entiendes? Te dan golpe y todo.
¿Es imposible para hablar sobre el comunismo?
No tengo nada que decir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is what's super interesting about talking about communism. They cannot speak bad about communism here inside of Cuba.
And because of the lack of oil inside the country, there's constant blackouts that are taking place each and every single day inside of Cuba. And it's even affecting the education of the children. In fact, right now, inside of Cuba, the main university, the university that Fidel Castro attended, is currently shut down. And so right now...
You really think that bitch was ever really operational? I mean, look at those bathrooms. We saw a small little snippet in his other video of this. Like, dude, you can't even tell me that this shit is like... Oh, get up out of here, man. That is crazy.
Shut down. And so right now, the children and the university students of Cuba are having a hard time getting education.
This is the National University of Cuba. I mean, this is a huge stadium.
Why the hell do they have, like, gates on the windows? What the hell?
University of Cuba. I mean, this is a huge stadium. They have tons of seats, a track, and a football pitch, but it's all just has not been.
It's just
maintained
empty.
whatsoever.
Yeah, everything's just
the vents
empty.
Are all rusting and eroding. ¿Qué tal la vida aquí en Cuba? How's life here in Cuba?
Más o menos, no tan bien. Hay problemas de transporte y eso, pero...
What would you say the biggest problem is? ¿Qué diría que es el problema más grande para un joven?
El problema grande que hay en Cuba aquí es la luz.
La luz. ¿Cuántas veces al día se cortan la luz? How many times a day do they cut out the lights?
Casi todos los días, de cualquier hora. A cualquier hora.
Damn.
Yeah, how do you live through that as a young child? ¿Cómo se vive eso mientras que está un joven?
No muy bien. El tema de la luz, además del estudio y todo. Muy bien.
So the lights are affecting your entire life. Entonces los luces están afectando toda tu vida.
Cuando viene, a veces no viene más hasta por la mañana, o la quitan general en Cuba entera. Y bueno.
We left the university into the most touristy
I'd imagine that's going to get even more worse and worse as the fuel becomes even more and more harder to get for Cuba.
Could do.
I can see why they're starting to release Cuban political like people that were incarcerated for talking shit about Cuba and Cuba's communism. I can see why they're releasing them now. What the fuck? There's an electric car here. That's an electric car. Wait a minute. You see that? There's an electric
We
car.
left the university and did the most touristy thing we could do, and that was to hop into a 1950
That's a Volkswagen, isn't it? That's a Volkswagen electric car.
Chevrolet and tour the city of Havana.
Man, look at that
one of the
car.
local guides. We did this in the hopes that we would have less people following us. However, it just brought even more attention to us when we got back to the hotel.
And how come here you guys still use old cars from the 1950s?
Porque estos son coches tradicionales antes del triunfo de la revolución. Coches del 50, del 59 y quedó de patrimonio de la humanidad y trabajamos para una agencia del gobierno.
So you guys
They
work
do
for
have a
the
lot of
government.
crazy cars.
Trabajamos para el gobierno.
And this is kind of a random question, but do you know what a Tesla is? ¿Sabe qué es una Tesla?
No.
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 ¿Nunca he escuchado de un auto que se llama un Tesla?
No.
No. BMW?
Tampoco.
Right now on Poly Market, there's a 45% chance that there's a clash between the U.S. military and the Cuban military.
Ain't gonna be no clash between the Cuban military. Cuban military don't want to fight the U.S. Ain't gonna be no clash. The government in Cuba is already releasing incarcerated political opposition to its communist party. There's not going to be a fight. The government knows that there's no way they could fight America.
Do you think there will
They're
be a
already
clash
roaching out.
with the two militaries in 2026?
Bueno, eso es lo que pensamos muchos cubanos. Eso es lo que pensamos muchos cubanos porque queremos la mejoría de nuestro país. Para los niños en las escuelas, los hospitales, las casas, los barrios humildes, que tengan una mejoría, ¿me entiendes?
So do you think it would be good if there was some intervention between the two militaries?
Sí, pienso que sí. Pienso que sí. Nosotros lo que queremos es tener la tranquilidad.
¿Qué piensa pasaría? What do you think would happen in that war?
Bueno, no pienso que sea una guerra en total. Pienso que sea una mejoría para el pueblo. Para el pueblo, que es lo que queremos, una mejoría.
Because what's happened here in Cuba has not been good for the general public.
No, no está pasando bien. No está pasando, no la estamos pasando bien. No es normal que tengamos muchos problemas económicos.
And what do the people of Cuba think about Donald Trump and Marco Rubio?
Bueno, no te puedo decir exactamente qué piensan las personas porque cada cual tiene sus distintos pensamientos. Pero bueno, si es para bien para el pueblo y para nosotros los cubanos, que para bien sea.
Do you think it's necessary for change to happen here in Cuba? ¿Cree que es necesario que hay cambios aquí?
Sí, pienso que sí. Pienso que sí, muchos años, no sé, y todo el pueblo quiere que cambie la cosa.
And what would you say the reality of communism is?
Bueno, la realidad del comunismo, unos sí, otros no. Y pienso que el comunismo sea todos iguales. No unos sí y otros no. Tiene que ser todo parejo.
Well, yeah, because that's effectively what's happened with a lot of the communist countries nowadays is like they preach equality, but then they take all the money and they hoard it towards the top and they put you in jail if you have a problem with it. Like, that's what it is. Like, they're still a form of capitalist, but they're just hoarding all the money at the top. And any form of aid that Cuba is getting from any other country, they're just keeping, like, the Cuban government's just keeping for themselves and not disperse. Like, these guys can't even go to a hospital. And even if they do, there's a good chance the hospital's gonna the lights are gonna get turned off and the electricity is gonna be zapped out of it because you've got a bunch of fucking content creators partying in like a five-star hotel in Cuba somewhere. Like, it's
like
crazy, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Right now, they say 7 out of 10 people here in Cuba are going without their necessary meals here. Would you say that's true?
Es real, es real. Ahora mismo tenemos muchos problemas con el alimento. El aceite, el arroz, los frijoles, la carne, el pollo. Muchos problemas. Todo se está yendo para las pymes y todo el mundo no tiene la misma posibilidad de presupuesto para poder comprar los alimentos.
And was this happening before the blockade, or is this just now happening?
Sí, sí, pienso que sí.
So it's not new that this is happening?
No es nuevo, no es nuevo. No es nuevo.
For how many?
So much projecting from a gamer kid who sees life through a screen. What else have you said? So much Okay, we're that live with and means we're talking rent and healthcare, not TVs. Do you think anybody deserves to live a life like that? That sounds like a shit life whenever you're so oppressed you can't even afford to get a TV to watch anything. What the fuck? And you say that while you sit here clack away on your fucking laptop or your desktop. Like, how fucking hypocritical. By the way, I'm a 31-year-old man that was a firefighter. I was paid $67K a year. I worked for the United States Postal Service, and I was also a school bus driver. What a fucking hypocritical thing to say. That's crazy. Well, live within means, question mark. We're talking rent and healthcare, not TVs. Says the guy fucking using a desktop or a laptop or a cell phone to type this out. The fuck? What a fucking hypocrite. USA about to mint $1 trillion during the worst cost of living crisis in my life. Meanwhile, I might lose my job for marching for Palestine. Well, that's because you're stupid. Palestine and Israel is over with. That shit's done. America's even going to help pay for a lot of the fucking shit that's going to be used to put that fucking area, the Gaza Strip, back together. Like, you're fucking delusional. That shit's over. It's done. That's been done for like a year now. It's not the job's fault that you don't know how to fucking move on with your life. What are you guys gonna do when Trump's out of power? Like, what are y'all gonna do? Are y'all gonna fucking just, like, I don't know. What are y'all gonna do? He's only got 2.5 years left. Like, what are y'all gonna do whenever that's up and he's no longer the president of the U.S.? Like, and somebody like, I don't know, J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio or Pete Hegseth get into the presidency. What are you gonna do? Are you guys just gonna, like, try to dig up a whole bunch of dog shit on him too, or are you just gonna sit there and cry about it? Because, like, I gotta catch versus all 60 of you, haha. No, you ain't gotta worry about them. You just gotta worry about me. I'm the one pulling you up. I mean, you started it. I mean, you came in here harassing me. So don't play the victim, man. Use like, if you keep playing the victim, man, like, you're not gonna be able to do much in your life. I was dealt a shit hand in my life, but you know what? I made something of it. Like, like, what the fuck does that even? Are all? I'm not a victim. I just on key slower than you yap. I mean, you literally are. You said here, let's see. USA about to miniature. No, not that one. It was this one. It's right here. Meanwhile, I might lose my job for marching for Palestine. Maybe you shouldn't do that. If you're gonna lose your job for doing this, maybe you shouldn't do it. Maybe you should put your priorities. If you can sit here and say, live within someone's means, we're talking rent and healthcare and TVs, maybe you should live within your means and make your job your priority. Because, like, this is playing the victim card. Oh, but I might lose my job for protesting Palestine. Well, you won't lose your job as long as you don't get arrested for rioting. Like, I don't know. That sounds to me like you're trying to play the victim here. Like, I'm trying to be reasonable with you. I'm not trying to, like, call you names or be mean to you or anything like that. I'm trying to figure out why we've come to this conclusion where, yes, I should shut up and go with the government line and not use my free speech against genocide. I mean, the thing is like, cowards cucked by capitalism. Like, capitalism, bro. Everybody in chat's hardworking. They had to work for everything they had in their life, just like you. Do you think it's any different in a communist country? Just imagine if, okay, so I have a story for you. My fiance's grandfather fled capitalism, fled communism, and she has family that still stayed in communist Romania after everything settled, that if you had a farm, after you got home from school, you immediately went out and worked on the farm. And the government, if you made 6 eggs, if your chickens were able to lay 6 eggs that day, they would take 4 of them and leave you 2. If you think capitalism is bad, what do you think communism's like? They take everything from you. What are you talking about? How can you hate capitalism? At least you can make fucking money. You could hold 3 jobs if you want. You can hold 4 jobs, and who that money goes to? The majority of it goes to? It goes to you. It's not snatched away in handfuls away from you unless you make like a shitload of overtime. But like that's a little different. But you still get, like, I would have made $4,000 every 2 weeks working as a firefighter if it had not been for taxes taking $1,000 of that. But you know where that $3,000 went? It went into my fucking account. Like, what are you on about? Like, where does this come from? Cuba has life expectancy equal to the U.S., even though able to trade fairly with the world. They haven't been able to trade fairly with the world market because they completely smash innovation. Nick Shirley just explained why there are sanctions on Cuba. It's because they immediately take whatever they completely destroy any innovation whatsoever. And if you don't believe that, look at what they're driving. They haven't even been able to come up with their own fucking car lines. They're driving cars from the 1960s. How can a country be cut off from the rest of the world and not have any innovation whatsoever? It's because they kill or imprison anybody that does. How's that America's fault? Like, you do realize that America wasn't always the capitalistic titan that it was. You know what it was prior to that? Before it dominated the economy? It was on its own. How do you think we got where we were at? And still can't. If you hold down 3 jobs and you can't afford a doctor, you're doing something wrong in your life, by the way. I'm going to let you know right now, if you have 3 jobs and you can't afford a doctor, whatever the fuck you're doing in your life, you need to stop. Man, look, I know that $1,600 like crack and coke and hooker addiction is bad, bro, but you gotta stop that. Bro, I can fish out right now for like maybe $100 and go to a CVS doctor, no problem. Like, what you talking about? What the fuck is your lifestyle that you can't afford to go to the doctor for with having 3 jobs? Like, hello? People are migrating to socialist China. They have cutting edge Alzheimer's treatment. They cured mother-child HIV transmission. Okay, well, let's fact check any of this. Let's do a quick goggle search of this, shall we? Got to check the Google machine, the goggle machine. How many people are migrating to socialist China? Rural. So apparently 286 million rural residents moving to cities. However, recent trends show higher immigrant rates as many as citizens are leaving. So citizens are leaving China. That doesn't seem like a good thing. Did China develop cutting-edge Alzheimer's treatments? China has been actively developing cutting-edge Alzheimer's treatments, with researchers achieving significant, though often early-stage breakthroughs. Drug delivery, 2025 research. Okay, but at the end of the day, if you go to China and you go to Tiananmen Square and they confiscate your phone and they tell you that you're not getting your phone back, I mean, does that really kind of make up for that? Let's think about it. Let's think about that for 5 seconds. What about the fact that they're harvesting organs out of people by force now? You don't want to talk about that. Is China force harvesting organs from from people now? It says here, uncovering evil illegal organ harvesting in China. And the 2020 started in 2025, but you don't want to talk about that. Let's go down the list again. They have innovated we have innovation in medicine too. Like, how much innovation in medicine have we made in the year 2026 so far? Weight loss, groundbreaking oral weight loss, drugs, non-addictive pain. Next gen. Actually, let's do last year. How much innovation did we make in medicine last year? 7 breakthroughs that changed medicine. 46 new oral drugs. I mean, that's great. New opioid painkiller, obesity and diabetes, cancer cure. Oh, shit. We got a cancer cure. Eat dick, China. We got a cancer cure? Was shown to highly effective. Damn, we got cancer cures now, boys. Damn. Well, I mean, that's a good thing, I guess. Damn, I wonder if that meets the standard, guys. Oh! What else we got? A bunch wanted to punish Cuba for running their own country. That's an assumption. This is an assumption. And if they want to run their own country, why do they need America's market in order to run their country? They have other countries around them. Why specifically do you want to blame America for this problem? They could if they want to be communist, when America it's a form of democracy where you vote in candidates and they become the president. Why the fuck should America give them a damn thing if they're communists? It doesn't make any sense. Like, every one of these arguments are semi-valid, but they're not they're still dog shit. Whatever I type faster than this guy needs, which is the real problem. Have fun, goofball. What a jackass. So what, you're gonna roach out because I invalidated all your fucking dumbass points? You know what the best part is? Here you go. We make the cure for cancer, and this guy is in here talking about something stupid. I'm gonna let chat decide. Yeah, W Donald Trump. I should have done this a while ago. I don't know why I wasted so much time on this idiot. Good balls. Yo, W, if you're new here, yeah, I'm banning his commie ass. Trust me, I'm letting chat decide, though. I'm going to do it the democratic way. We're going to use that, not the democratic. Sorry about that. The democracy way. Since the Democrats have been flooded with commies now, we got to do it the other way. By the way, I'm here every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. So please sub to the channel. Hit like on the stream. Check out the Discord. Take a look at that. Check out the channel membership. I do all the editing for the videos myself. So W, we're not gonna waste more time on some idiot like this anyway. We're just gonna ban them and move on. Because it seems like the minute that you start like destroying their arguments, they're just turned into like, oh, I'm gonna call you names and roach out because I'm a little bitch. Fuck off. What a waste of time. I won't do that again, that's for damn sure.
Bueno, pienso que hace rato ya, pienso que hace tiempo ya que el pueblo no está sufriendo por el tema
A
de
lot
los
of stupid
alimentos
shit.
y muchas cosas que el pueblo sufre que no se expresa porque tenemos miedo de la libertad de expresión.
I didn't confuse a Democrat. I just misspoke. Democrat, democracy, like, it starts the same.
Algunas veces podemos expresar algo que no nos puedan entender y nos perjudica, ¿me entiendes? Por eso es que hay muchas personas que no hablan.
And that's something I have noticed when we have been talking to people is a lot of people are scared to talk about the current situation here in Cuba.
Exactly. If you don't like America, then get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. You don't like America, you want to sit there and protest if you immigrate from third world shithole, and you want to sit there and say that America's the problem, go fuck yourself and get the fuck out.
Communism, essentially.
Love being lectured on. I love how that guy, you know what? We're going to move on.
No quieren expresar lo que sienten.
Guy's a piss in the wind, that's all he is.
A que puedan ir presos, a que le puedan quitar las casas, a muchas cosas como ha pasado. Que hay personas que han expresado lo que sienten y han tenido problemas con el gobierno.
And how much does it cost right now for gas?
Ahora tenemos $10 un litro de gasolina. Y la estamos comprando en mercado negro.
And how much
ahora, mira, no hay gasolina en ningún cupé. Por eso que ha subido los impuestos y ha subido todo por el tema del petróleo y la gasolina.
What would be your message to all the people in the world about
You don't like America, or what does it stand for? What do you think America stands for? Cut by Occam? This person even still here? It doesn't even look like this person is still here. Why isn't anyone getting held accountable for what? This person's not even still here. We're going to move on from that. Not even worth the headache.
what's actually happening here in Cuba?
Queremos una mejoría. Necesitamos una mejoría para que el pueblo esté bien.
And this is where things began to get real.
Blanket, pardons removed, preemptive.
Really weird. As we arrived back to the hotel, this man began following us. He was all alone and he kept moving as we moved. Security noticed him telling us. We played it cool and left the hotel a few hours later, and after one interview on the street, we caught the web of spies.
You know, it's kind of funny you say that, because I've seen a couple videos in California of there being just trash on the side of the road. It's sad that Cuba doesn't have any trash on the side of the fucking road. But LA does. I think LA looks worse. That's the sad part.
Following and monitoring
You see like trash burning on the side of the road, and you see like a whole bunch of homeless people. But look at how clean this is.
Doing as this man exposed the raw reality of Cuba unfiltered.
What happens at nighttime here in Cuba? ¿Qué pasa aquí en la noche?
En la noche tú la ves vacía, que no hay nada. No hay nada.
There's nothing.
No hay diversión, no hay nada, no hay luz, no hay agua, no hay nada. No hay comida, no hay medicamento, no hay nada. Yo no sé hasta cuándo vamos a seguir así.
Would you like the United States to come in and have military intervention here?
Claro, para salir de esta situación. Por supuesto. Para salir de esta historia.
What is the situation right now?
Que no hay nada, no tenemos luz, no tenemos comida, no tenemos medicamentos, no tenemos la primera necesidad de un hospital. No hay nada, no tenemos nada. No hay un ser humano que pueda vivir así.
The whole reason why I'm not a firefighter anymore is because the entire reason why I became a firefighter was because of their scheduling. What a normal schedule would look like is on a day, off a day, on a day, off 4 days. Or on 2 days, off 4. But and that was perfect to do YouTube. The goal was always to be a YouTuber ever since I was watching PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. Whenever I was, alone in my apartment. Whenever I was like 19 or 18, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was always the goal. And I walked over to a fire station and I was like, do y'all like y'all's job? And then every single one of the guys that walked out were like, this is the best job in the world. And I knew about the scheduling already, and I was like, okay, let me give it a whirl. If I ever left YouTubing, I would absolutely become a firefighter again. I loved it. It was awesome. Best job in the world.
And what would be your message to the rest of the world about the realities of what's happening here in Cuba? ¿Cuál sería su mensaje a todo el mundo de la realidad de lo que está pasando aquí en Cuba?
Te estoy diciendo cuál es la verdad. El que te diga algo que no sea lo que yo te estoy diciendo es porque tiene miedo. Pero es lo que está pasando todo el mundo. Mira, mira esa vieja, mira. ¿Dónde está? Con el perro pidiendo comida. Mírala ahí. A todo el mundo. Que no tiene acá. Mírala ahí. Mírala ahí. Mira ahí. Mira. Ven, mírala ahí. Pregúntale ahí.
Hola, señora.
Explícale todo lo que tú estás pasando.
No, pero no sin video.
Sí, la gente no quiere. The people do not want to be on video.
Ese es el problema, que la gente no quiere video. Porque la meten presa. Ese es el problema. El problema es que nos meten preso cuando salten por video. Si ahora tú publicas ese video, ahora si tú publicas ese video, yo voy preso.
Vamos preso.
Preso. Vamos por eso.
What's your thoughts on communism? ¿Qué piensas de comunismo?
Lo más malo que ha existido en la vida. De lo más malo que ha existido en la vida ha sido el comunismo. Porque realmente ninguno es comunista.
What do you mean by that?
Lo que hacen es enriquecerse y explotar al
Who
pueblo.
can't have fair elections? Who? Who can't have fair elections? America Act. Who can't have fair elections? Please get out. Ban that. Okay. Well, that's the thing, is like, they need to get rid of gerrymandering. That shit needs to go.
¿Qué significa eso para ti como?
It needs to go.
No hay ninguna
Like-
comunista. Como que.
No. Porque no hay. Eso no existe. El comunismo es la igualdad del hombre por el hombre. Aquí eso no existe. Aquí eso no existe. Todos ellos son los que tienen todo.
And,
ellos.
Do I? Disabled son. God damn it. Hold on. No.
Tienen luz. Ellos tienen los mejores carros
So
del año
disrespectful, bruh.
Ellos tienen que.
Doesn't even have the audacity to message me first. That's fucked
El
up.
petróleo, ellos tienen gasolina, ellos tienen
How
todo.
else am I gonna make my video berating him? God.
Y el pueblo no tiene nada. Y las mayores bipimis son de ellos.
¿Y por qué piensa que gente defiende el comunismo cuando hemos visto que no funciona?
No funciona. El que defiende el comunismo, nada más que tiene que ser la familia Castro o alguien que le tenga miedo.
That's what blew my mind the most, is they were trying to call, because they said it was Trump's fault, but it was the wasn't it like the Supreme Court or some shit like that this were like no to the gerrymandering that they were doing. Not only did it violate their own constitution in that state, but it also like, if you think about it, what's more racist? Having a district made up of black people, or including the black people with all the other ethnicities there to make up the district? That doesn't, like, it doesn't even make it, we need this district because it's for black people. That doesn't even make any fucking sense, guys. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you can even see the difference in those maps. They were obviously trying to gerrymander it in their favor. It's so obvious.
Que vive del gobierno. Que se enriquece de esa dictadura.
And right now in the United States, a lot of people think that communism and socialism is the way to go. What would be your message to them? Because they think capitalism has.
It absolutely is unconstitutional. You know why? It's unconstitutional because it's a form of segregation. That's literally a form of segregation. Like, what the fuck? How, like, make it make sense. Like, you want to call Trump and the Supreme Court racist, but you're literally trying to segregate. Straight up trying to segregate. And they're not even trying to hide it either.
Gente en los Estados Unidos ahora creen que comunismo y socialismo es
Well, how's it going, Red Wave, Raven?
No. Eso es lo peor.
¿Qué sería su mensaje a ellos?
Lo peor que existieran, lo peor que tú puedas hacer en la vida es pasar al socialismo, al comunismo, porque es la gran mierda. No existe el que te vea la miseria, a la obstinación, al hambre, a la hostigación, a todo. Fíjate que
Virginia,
nada
that's what it
de lo
was,
que
was
tú
Virginia.
puedas, nada del salario, nada más te alcanza para comprar una botella de aceite. ¿Cómo tú crees que tú puedes vivir así? ¿Cómo tú puedes vivir con una libreta de razonamiento que nada más que te dan un 3 libras de azúcar y una de sal?
You can live with a ration book that gives you 3 pounds of sugar. Wait, what the fuck? This dude is crashing out. He's angry. Lots of people in the U.S. think communism and socialism is the way to go.
Es la manera de donde deberíamos ir.
No. Eso es lo peor.
Remember, guys, the fat Karen that's lived in privilege and had everything handed to her entire life clearly knows more than what this guy is saying.
Su mensaje a ellos.
Lo peor que existieran, lo peor que tú puedas hacer en la vida es pasar al socialismo, al comunismo, porque es la gran mierda. No existe el que te vea la miseria, a la obstinación, al hambre, a la hostigación, a todo. Fíjate que nada de lo que tú puedas, nada del salario, nada más te alcanza para comprar.
Damn, bro was in here saying that if he had 3 jobs, then he wouldn't be able to afford a doctor. Like, they say they can't even afford fucking cooking oil, bruh. They can't even afford cooking oil.
Una botella de aceite. ¿Cómo tú crees que tú puedes vivir así? ¿Cómo tú puedes vivir con una libreta de razonamiento que nada más que te dan un 3 libras de azúcar y una de sal? Y ya, y cada 15, cada 4, 6 meses, 7 años, te dan una posta de pollo o un huevo. El huevo no viene hace un año. Hace un año que no viene el huevo. Imagínate.
Desde que no ha tomado un huevo.
Bro, they can't even get fucking eggs, bro. They can't even get eggs. They take all that shit away from you in communism. They're like, you got chicken, they give them egg. Go on, take that chicken away from them. They don't need that.
El huevo tienes que comprarlo por la calle en las bipimis. Pero el Estado, la libreta, ya no te viene nada. Yo no sé qué significa la libreta, porque ya no viene nada. La remesa que ustedes dan, la ayuda, nos las venden a nosotros después.
And that's the reason why America's not giving them a goddamn dime right there. That's the reason why. And Cuba's still trying to blame America because all they do is take that humanitarian aid, just like they took all that aid that those dumbass content creators brought to Cuba. They took all that aid, and they are not getting a damn single bit of that aid unless they're buying it from the Cuban government.
La ayuda nunca viene al pueblo.
Why the hell should America funnel money to that government if all that government's going to do is take that humanitarian aid for themselves anyway? Doesn't make any sense.
Nunca viene al pueblo. Esa gente que viene, que están trayendo toda esa ayuda, esa ayuda tú no la ves. Yo no sé dónde él la entrega, pero esa ayuda tú no la ves.
We got another idiot in chat somewhere. Hold on. I see a little bit of a distressing. Universal healthcare plus the USSR's housing costs way is cheap. Communism isn't bad. It's just. You see, what you don't seem to talk about when it comes to communism is there can only be one ruler, just like a kingdom. The issue with there being one ruler is that for your entire lifetime, that ruler is going to be the ruler. Any political opposition vanish or get locked up or killed. Like, you understand that just like a kingdom, you could have a good king, but the son grows up a spoiled, rotten little fucker, and then you got Game of Thrones on your hands? Do you understand how that concept works and how it's extremely flawed and very problematic? You're thinking, Stalinism, not So what about all the illegal forced organ harvesting they're doing in China? You know, for a communist country, that seemed kind of bad, huh? You don't think that's kind of bad? You don't think the people should have a say in what happens to them after they, they kick the bucket? Or hell, maybe they're killing them and then like harvesting their organs on purpose. I mean, we don't know that. You know why? Because you're not even allowed to walk around with a cell phone in Tiananmen Square without somebody taking that shit and going through it like they did to Hassan, the capitalist guru of the fucking world, I guess. How come it is that you got places like Russia that's getting pushed back because none of the soldiers want to fight the Ukraine? How come it is you got a place like Cuba that looks like a shithole? You got a place like China where they've managed to make their wealth off of cigarettes. And they're sitting there. We hear now about awful, heinous fucking organ like theft that they're doing now. Where they doing that to people. How many more countries have to be the same? Like Iran, they kill 45,000 of their own people to stay in power. Like, how many countries does it take? Seriously, how many more countries of straight up fucking communism does it fucking take before people just, I don't know, get their heads out of their asses and stop huffing their own farts? What about Venezuela? Like, Venezuela was the same thing. They had a bunch of political people that were locked up or killed for having opposing political views. Communism is a very oppressive force. It's fucking crazy. That's right, you need only one lung to farm, huh, comrade? Like, what the fuck? How many more countries need to look like Venezuela? How many more countries need to look like Iran? How many countries need to look like Russia? How many countries need to look like fucking China? Like, China's probably actually China and North Korea are probably the best examples of what happens if you've got somebody in charge that is good with finances. But there are too many bad exceptions. Even Germany. Like, what the fuck? Like, and they still try to hype communism. It blows my fucking mind. You know who the richest people are in communism? The fucking government. That's who the richest people are. That is fucking... No, it just blows my mind that there's so many people trying to advocate for fucking communism that don't even live in communist countries. If you like communism so much, go live in China. Go live in Cuba. Go to these countries. You can live there. They will let you live there. I promise you. Go live in Russia. See what it's like. See what it's like. Stop. If you live in America, I don't want to hear your fucking opinion on communism. Shut the fuck up. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't live there, you don't know. So shut the fuck up.
Rubio. Donald Trump y Marco Rubio, estoy esperando por ustedes, por favor, para ver si podemos vivir como personas, vivir como personas.
California looks worse than Cuba. At least in Cuba, there's not fucking trash all over the side of the road.
Vivir como ser humano, tener las primeras necesidades como vive un ser humano, porque estamos viviendo peor que los animales. Peor que los animales estamos viviendo.
¿Cree que sería bueno que los Estados Unidos ayuden?
Claro, por supuesto. Todo el mundo está esperando la intervención. La intervención porque la gente piensa que la intervención que van a matar a la gente, no. Ya ellos saben los puntos claves.
You know why these places look so good? It's because they confiscate all your fucking equipment if you have any opposing view, like what they did to Nick Shirley. They literally confiscated all of his camera equipment the minute he landed. And now that he started asking questions in Cuba, they chased him out of the fucking country. That's what communism is. They fucking kill you. They make you disappear if you have anything negative to say about communism. You're dumbasses. You're actually dumbasses if you believe it. They have to blur this man's face because they're gonna fucking kill him.
¿Dónde están los gatos? Ellos saben dónde están los gatos.
¿Qué es un buen sueldo aquí en Cuba?
¿Y este? Déjame tirar foto.
Ahí está.
Look, that's the fucking security. That's the police that have been chasing him all day. They sent a 2-star general down to his fucking motel. He had to flee the country on a fucking little motorcycle thing, dude. He almost got arrested for this in Cuba as an American. What do you think they do to their own fucking citizens?
Wow. And film that lady, get a shot of her. Wow. And la última pregunta.
This lady had spawned out of nowhere and began spying on us. For instance, look at it. She comes into frame right here, and then she hides behind the lamppost, and then all of a sudden she starts filming us. And then
oh yeah, look at her!
Side lamppost, she then begins to act like she's on a phone call. However, she continues to point her camera towards our direction. The guy I'm interviewing then notices that she's filming us. He goes and confronts her, and she runs to the other side of the street. She then turns the corner, and my security guard follows her to see where she goes. And who does she meet up with? She meets up with the man who was following us inside of the hotel. And after we had confirmed that we were being followed by Cuban intelligence and their spies were spying on us, we hurried back up to our hotel room and made a plan to escape Cuba.
She makes her way through the woods to him, and then he goes, no, like saying, don't sit here. Boom, sits there. So they're together, 100%. Come back to the hotel, buddy's there. They're 100% watching us. Option 2 is, there's no more flights out today. They're 100% on to us.
So you think we gotta leave tomorrow morning?
If we're gonna deal with the pressure at one point, which I think we're going to anyways, we do it trying to leave early at the airport where there's public eyes. We're in Cuba, we're in Comitown. So this is a different ballgame for all of us. Think we can get a boat?
Oh, how's it going, Rachel?
I was thinking about making a
I
call.
realize that
to
if they haven't been outside the United States, they have no idea
how far
how.
the U.S. Coast Guard need us to be. They're 1,000%. So good news and bad news is,
This is literally the North Korea of Latin America, and we have spies on us.
they're 100%. 100%. We're not paranoid. I'm 100% convinced. But if we grab our bags right now and make an escape, they're gonna say, hey, they just took off. They're gonna shut this whole bitch down looking for us.
And to make things even worse, Cuba was
Blindly, I was once in the right. Researched, I shifted far left and aligned myself around communism.
You know it's crazy you say that? I used to be left. I still am left, but you know what my mentality is now? My mom, growing up when we were basically homeless and we had no power and electricity, my mom would always say we're always too poor to vote Republican. And you know what? I'm too fucking American to vote Democrat now. Didn't you just say not American? So why are you in my comments talking to me about this? I'm an American, and you're not even in America trying to preach communism in my comments. Why are you here? Well, now chat's going to decide if you can stay or not. I'm an American. Fuck every other country. I would see Iran turned into dust if it allowed America to get any gains from it. I would. America's the best country in the entire world. I love America. I'm proud. I'm a proud American patriot, just like everybody else that tunes in every day. I love America. I love being able to keep guns around my apartment. I love being able to go out and buy guns. I love being able to work hard for my money and keep the majority of it and use it on whatever the fuck I want. I love America. Best country in the entire world, and no commie's gonna tell me otherwise. Period. I know that you get a lot of information from your commie books that say America's the big bad bully. Well, it's about time that we started being the big bad bully, in my opinion. It's been long enough. The American giant has slept long enough. Nobody care about the Epstein files, bruh. You know who care about the Epstein files? A bunch of people that wanted to use it to gain political power with short-sighted information. It's short-sighted because you know what happens if Trump goes to jail for the Epstein files? J.D. Vance takes over, and then he runs the government for the rest of the time. And then you know what happens after that? He can run for 8 more years. The people that were bitching and crying and mauling about the Epstein files never gave a shit about the victims. They never once gave a flying fuck about the victims. They cared about trying to use it to destroy Trump. And because of that, all the victims' names got leaked. And you know what happened after that? No one gave 2 shits and 1 fuck. Stop using victims to sit there and put somebody in jail that, as far as 3 million documents go, show nothing. What about that? What about that side of it? Sure, if the guy did something, put his ass in jail. But he didn't. There is nothing in the files, and if they had found anything, it'd be all over the fucking internet. And if you really care, why aren't there people protesting it? No, they're out there protesting Palestine and Israel because they know it's a dead fucking end. That's why. They know it's a dead end. They didn't find shit. That's why. I don't even know who the fuck we just banned. Who did we just ban? Who did we just ban? Eggiswin. Oh yeah, that, okay, yeah, it's this guy. There we go. There we go. Done. Boop.
Lock up their own citizens, so-called land of the free. You should kill innocent people.
If America needs resources from a different country and they don't want to give it up, well, I guess it was nice while they were around. Beats and locking up their own citizens, so-called land of the free. Yeah, that's what happens when you go down and obstruct federal investigations, throw bricks at police officers, freeze water bottles and throw that, put rocks and snowballs and throw that at ICE agents and police officers, federal agents, by the way. I'm the loser? It sounds to me like you're just a brainwashed idiot. Chat, what are we doing with this idiot? Damn, chat's gonna eat well today. Chat. Chat's eating healthy today. It's what, the 3rd one? Been a while since the chat's kicked up this much. What are we doing with this guy? Yeah, you want to go down there and start breaking shit and causing riots while federal agents are trying to get their job done? Yeah, that's what you get. You get put in jail. If you impede the flow of traffic, that's breaking the law. You get put in jail. Let me show you what should happen to you. If you think for us, I'm gonna let this play while chat decides on what happens to this guy, because I'm gonna show you what should happen to you if you decide to do this in America. Because like putting him in jail, sometimes that just ain't enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Polk County, or not Brevard County, show you what should happen to them if they decide to do any of the things that were going on in Minneapolis and any other state.
So I said,
there you go.
If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail.
That's right.
Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail.
That's right.
If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired.
Yep.
Because we are going to run you down and put you in jail.
Yep.
If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over.
Yep.
And dragged across the street.
Yep.
If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail.
Yep.
If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs.
Yes,
that we
sir.
have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead.
You goddamn fucking straight. Police officers and federal agents are not your fucking punching bags. They've got a family to go home to.
we're not going to play.
That's exactly what should happen to you. Fuck around and find out. Hey, you cook too. Bye, idiot.
Was having their May Day march just outside our hotel in the morning, so all around the hotel, military and Cuba government was surrounding the hotel, protecting the streets for the march the next morning. My thoughts.
Man, they got a lot of people out today, man. Where are they at? Where's your degree? Do you have a degree, little bro? That's crazy. You don't care about their families. Well, that tells me everything I need to know about you. Damn, chat's eating hearty today. I'm not even gonna bother myself with answering any of your questions. I don't care about what you say or think. I'm just gonna let chat decide. Chat eating healthy today, boys. What we doing with him? Yo, W Beach Shaman. Enjoy that fat steak, brother. Order to have opinions. Degree. That's crazy. Who came up with that rule? Your mom tell you that whenever you were 5 or something? I mean, with that channel image, I don't really think anybody should be taking anything you say seriously. This guy's cooked. Ah! Whoops. This guy's cooked. End poll. See you, loser. Have fun in the Shadow Realm. Rest in piss, you won't be missed.
So tomorrow, they're going to have the march.
Degrees are pay to win. Like, it amazes me that anybody could use a degree as actual information. That is the most brain-dead thing I've ever fucking heard, by the way.
It's a big march. So it starts at 6.
Yeah, seriously, what a dumbass.
3 or 4, so we have to be out of here by then. Yes. And whether that's us bouncing around the city in a pair of 2 and one off on their own, and maybe I'll meet back up. But we have to distract them enough by the time it's our time to board on the airport at 8 a.m. They're too occupied doing this march thing. We took a bit of a risky move and headed down
Looked like
to
a
the
gas
lobby
station
to act as if we
burrito
had
at midnight.
no idea
Yo,
who
W,
spying
comment.
on us and act very casual. So security puffed on some Cuban cigars. I drank some
It's a
water.
bloodbath today, man. It's a Sundays are always pretty good.
Sundays are always, like, probably the best days out of the week for me to stream. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they've got the most viewership on live, so...
Secure hotel, and then we went back upstairs and barricaded.
Come together and say that you're dumb about something. No. You can protest, but you got to do this thing called being respectful and allowing people to do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Can't block up traffic, which in my instance would be somebody just trying to call me names or try and disenfranchise me. See, like, these people think that this is new to me, but the thing is that I've been doing this because a lot of you have been around for this long. You know that I can handle myself pretty well. You see, it's these idiots that come in that haven't been banned yet that don't realize how cooked they already are before they make the comment.
On the streets, we have one of the security guards down the bottom making sure that it's clear for us to walk out of the lobby right now.
Did you know what's funny? Is that I could probably still outrun you. I run every day, Monday through Friday. I run for 16 minutes a day. I'm actually really good at it. I used to be really fucking fast.
I want to get ankle weights again.
Oh, yes. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. By the way, if you're new here and you've just tuned in for the first time, please sub to the channel. I'm here every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Every single day, I go live for about 3.5 to 4 hours. So, yeah, stick around. Is the month when you chug your 7th burger for the day. Here you go. I'll just ban you. I don't care. Bye. I bet you run straight to McDonald's. I don't care if I'm fat. I was a firefighter, dude. I've fought fires with a lot of very big firefighters that were fat. And you know what's crazy? Some of them have better breathing techniques than some of the tougher guys that were smaller. So it doesn't really faze me when you call me fat. I don't care. I'm banning you because you're just being a nuisance, but other than that, I don't care. Yeah, fine, I'm fat. I don't care. I acknowledge it. I'm not trying to say that it's healthy. Yeah, I'm fat. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I just don't care. Yeah, you got to get that McCancers, you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's cooked. And poll, where'd that person go? There's this guy. Hide user. By the way, if you don't know, streaming is a job because you make money off of it, dumbass. That's like saying being an entertainer or an artist or an actor isn't a job. I don't know what your definition of job is, but you should probably rethink that because it's wrong. Dumbass.
And now we're heading out, getting on a taxi, and making our way to the airport as fast as possible. One of the security guards...
I'm not big boned. I'm fat. I don't fucking care. I'm fat, but I'm very physically fucking fit. I don't give a fuck.
Stopped by someone at the hotel as she asked why we are leaving the hotel early, and she would not let us leave. They were stalling for some reason, and then when we did try to make it out to go get a taxi, the guy barely let us out the door, and then when we got out to get a taxi, they called us back in. We're running into some complications here, just trying to get out. They're asking why we're trying to leave the hotel early.
How's it going, Richard?
Immigration police.
And they took us in.
It doesn't get under my skin. I make content out of them. Whenever I pull them up, like, I've pulled up so many people on stream. And what it does is I make content out of it because it shows how stupid they are. All they have is words instead of counter arguments. So they don't even know what they're advocating for most of the time. And whenever you start asking them about their points are so fucking stupid that it makes you wonder how they manage to get up and function in the morning. And then they embarrass themselves, and then they get banned, and then we all can laugh at them as they're getting banned. And it's content. It's great.
The back
I
room
love this.
of the hotel, and we had a meeting with a 2-star general who interrogated us for 10 to 15 minutes about why we're trying to leave Cuba, what was our purpose of our travels, what kind of questions we were asking the people on the streets.
And that's another thing, like, you would be surprised how many people hate you simply for being in your position. Even if you work a good job and it's a hard manual labor job, there are people that don't have a job and will hate you for having that job. Like, it's a normal thing. Like, it doesn't get under my skin because I know that they're just too stupid to comprehend anything. So that's why we just kind of, point and laugh and ban.
What kind of footage we got. The general then said we could go.
How's it going,
and he said they would
Dillary?
get us a taxi to the airport. However, we waited for 5 minutes and there was no taxi. We thought we were about to get
Yeah, well, I'm here every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Every single day, every day of the week, live streaming. So please just drop by, leave a like, check out that channel membership. I do all the editing and stuff for the channel myself. So all the videos that go up, it's all me. I have no editor. I'm fairly new to this ish. So like, I also have a Discord. I've got other channels in case YouTube goes down for whatever reason. There are other channels that I live to, like X, Rumbles, and all that other stuff. So you guys will never really miss a day, even if I get suspended on one platform.
escape Cuba.
As soon as we made it down to the hotel lobby, they had their guys down there. We had immigration, and they brought us in for an interview. Gabe, so what's the current...
I don't know what the fuck Nick was thinking when he went and did this. I think that this is probably the dumbest damn thing Nick has ever done. And I'm actually kind of pissed that he did this, because if something happens to Nick Shirley, who are we going to have to investigate the fraud, man? Dude, don't do this again, Nick. This was stupid. I'd imagine he did learn a valuable lesson from this, though.
Going on right now in Cuba. We're trying to find a taxi. We've left the hotel. We're a few miles out now. No taxis are anywhere. How are we getting out of Cuba?
So, number one, second we got downstairs, we had, what you want to call their undercover police, walking through the lobby, just playing it cool, acting like there's nothing. Once you and I came downstairs, and you guys made your way out to the front, two-star general came out of nowhere, and he asked as politely as possible, but with firm action, like, hey, I need to sit down.
Yo, W10 Jules, W10 Jules.
He realized that he was pressing, so he's like, hey, could you just bring in your friend so we could talk? And I was like, oh, what's going on? And he goes, I would want to talk inside. That's when he came outside to the outside lobby. I was trying to just engage the conversation there, and he said, I would like to talk inside. We had our conversation. Now, they let us leave, and now we're on foot by the university and the hospital. And we got about another 1.5 miles to the airport, 2 miles. So we're on foot. Hopefully we can get a taxi at some point if we don't get squeezed in before.
And there's no taxis out right now. That's a bit of a problem right now. The streets are empty.
Empty, and everybody's going the opposite direction.
By the grace of God, we found one taxi driver in all of Havana who agreed to take us to the airport. The only problem, it's a tricycle that only goes 10 miles per hour.
All right, we got our taxi. All right, so our taxi to the airport. Not the taxi I thought we were gonna get into to make it to the airport. This is our taxi we have right now. It's the only option we had available. We're gonna try to find another car taxi because this is taking too long to get to the airport, and our flight's gonna leave without us. And right now we currently have the entire government of Cuba onto us, knowing that we're trying to leave the country. Now we weren't able to get another taxi. We've been in this taxi for the past hour or so. Suns came up, we finally made it to the airport, and now this is our last stretch in order to get out of Cuba. They might press us one more time inside the airport, so we don't know exactly. We're not out of here for certain.
I am shocked they didn't go through their phones and stuff or their cameras and confiscate them. I am.
They might make one last push at the airport. They could either ask us some more questions or not.
I'm so shocked. I genuinely like. I'm
camera
shocked.
Gear inside the airport right now, so we have to get all of that. And everyone's on the know that we're trying to leave Cuba right now. We'll see if they let us board our commercial flight.
We made it to the airport, and now I had to go get my camera gear that they had seized just 24 hours before. They questioned me for another 30 minutes. They then took one of my security guards, questioned him as well, and then they ended up letting us get onto our
Oh my gosh. Muchas gracias. Gracias. Oh, we're making it onto the plane right now. I've never been so happy to make it onto a plane.
I got pulled up by two guys. They wanted to do the smooth approach, like, hey, what's going on? Why are you guys here? Why are you guys leaving so soon? You guys got here yesterday. After going back and forth, and I was done with the small talk already. I was like, bro, if something's gonna happen, let it happen already. And he's like, I'm like, listen, we had a 2-star general at our hotel at 5 in the morning. You guys are here now. We were pressed all day yesterday. What's up? And he's like, even the president knows that you guys are here.
The president of Communist Cuba knew that we were here.
He knows that we were here. Facts. They know. They've been watching us all day. They know that we're here. So.
You might not see 3 more happier men in the world right now.
I don't think he's gonna make the fuck up and do that again. I don't think that his team is even gonna let him do that. That is just crazy.
Early Christmas morning. How are you? Thank God.
Made it out. Oh my gosh.
That is crazy, bro. Yo, W Nick Shirley. He made it, dude. He made it.
Robin acts like she doesn't have any authority with this homelessness. She was the third most powerful person in city council. She runs the homeless housing thing. She acts like this is just Mayor Bass. First off, inside safe, I like to say inside safe makes all of us outside unsafe. The reality is no matter how many beds you give these people, they are on super meth. They are on fentanyl. The DEA statistic says 93% of this is a drug addiction problem.
Yo, W, 30 joules for the clutch.
Councilwoman Robin's plan for treatment first. I will go below the Harbor Freeway tomorrow with her, and we can find some of these people she's going to offer treatment for. She's going to get stabbed in the neck. These people do not want a bed. They want fentanyl or super meth. These ideas cost us over $400 million to house. For 70, what did you say? 3,000 people for $400 million? This is an absolute failure for both of them. They're a team.
It sounds like he knows what he's fucking talking about, honestly. Like, seriously.
So, Councilmember Rahman, you have 30 seconds to respond.
I want to just say to everybody who's watching today, you're going to watch today as Mayor Bass and Spencer Pratt attack me because they want to run against each other in the general election. Each of them thinks that
Oh, God. Ugh.
against each other is what's going to help
come out with the victim card, why don't you?
them win. And they don't want to run against me because my ideas, which are based on real results in my district, which are based on real data, a real
how's it going,
analysis of
Allison?
the system, and a focus on accountability and using
10
every
joules,
dollar
W 10 joules.
as effectively as possible, which we have done in my district. I want to take this citywide. This is why this is happening today.
I'm actually kind of scared to find out. I don't know if I want to find out what super meth
We're
is.
out of time. I'm going to give each of you 30 seconds to respond to this.
I would
Mr.
love
Pratt,
to
I'm going to start with
Thank
you, and then I'm going to go to Mayor Bass.
First off, Mayor Bass and I are definitely not working together. I blame this person for burning my house and my parents' house and my town and all my neighbors down. I am not working
Bro's literally living in a silver, like, a trailer right now, like a truck trailer. Where his house used to be.
If I wanted to run against anybody, it would be the council member who is terrible. Mayor Bass has at least been a mayor for almost 4 years and has, as she talked about earlier, the unions, all the unions endorsed Mayor Bass. You think it's easier to run against the incumbent mayor with all the unions or a random city council member who's been a failure?
Well, it is, because whenever you just fire people that are against you and hire them like a communist country, then yeah, it would be easy to get union approval. They're fairly easy.
For 6 years. And I would much rather run against Councilwoman Rahman. Thank you very much. Very much, Mr. Pratt. So,
Oh my God, call that bitch a loser. Holy shit. No, I like this. This is good. And let him cook. No, this guy's great. Yeah, I've seen a couple other videos of him, and he's really funny. Let me see if I can pull any more of these. Oh yeah, here's one more.
Hey, Los Angeles.
What do you mean that sounds like what Trump is doing? What do you mean by that? I certainly hope you're going to say something of actual substance, and you're not just here to clickety clack away on your keyboard and then dip out like a cockroach. I hope that's not what you're doing. Because now that you've gotten pulled up in the Thunderdome, firing people in his own people. Yeah, because they're not doing their job. You mean like Pam Bondi? Yeah, Pam Bondi got fired because she fucked up a lot of stuff, and the guy that's now running it is way better. That's what happens when you run a business. When you have an administration that's supposed to help you, and it's your responsibility to make sure that people are where they're at, that are doing what they're supposed to be doing for your administration, that they're doing it correctly. That's what happens when you don't fulfill your job and meet the specifications of your job requirements. You get fired. That's what happens. She fucked up the cover-up. What cover-up? And that's why she went straight to the judge with evidence against Trump. Why is it this been all over the media?
We're going to Google that then. Did Pam Bondi go to a judge with evidence against Trump after she was fired by Donald Trump? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, damn it. Did Pam Bondi go to a judge after Donald Trump fired her with evidence against Donald Trump?
There's no indication that Pam Bondi went to a judge with evidence against Donald Trump after being fired.
So you lied.
Instead, reports suggest she transitioned to a private role, and she even faced a subpoena herself regarding her own actions.
So you lied. So you're trying to spread misinformation. Why? What's the matter? You don't have anything left in your narrative, so you've run out of things to talk about? So do you have anything else? Or is that it? Fuck, Trump fires. The evidence that she went with it, audio evidence of Melania, and so now it's Melania, or you're not even the same person, are you? Hold on. I lost the other person. Where did that other person? Is that you? Is that you? No, that's not you. Why do you guys all have the same looking freaking profile pictures, man? They're like all like gray and shit. Is it this guy? Oh, it is you. So you were wrong about that. So you were wrong about Pam Bondi. So now we're going to switch to Melania. Okay. So to be more specific, that the evidence audio evidence of Melania, it is all over the media. If it's all over the media, then, I mean, I just Googled it, and I didn't use specifically Fox, and the AI told me from validation of all of these different social media websites that there was no anything for Pam Bondi. Trump fires you when he's done with you. Yeah, well, the thing is that she was a shit. I wanted Pam Bondi gone long before Trump fired her. It's all over the media. You're probably just looking at Fox News. To be more specific, that the evidence that she went with. So what about Melania? So you're trying to say that Melania did something, Trump fires you, and that's why you went straight to a judge with evidence against Trump. This was a lie. This statement is false. So now you're talking about Melania. So what did Melania say? Yeah, I just told you exactly what it was. It was audio evidence of Melania, and Trump tried to use his presidential position to make that evidence indismissible in court. But I just Googled it, and you're wrong. You're lying. You're lying. Pam Bondi did not go to a judge. They tried to subpoena her and ask her why she left and went to a private sector. You're lying. There are no records of that. None on Fox, none on CNN, none on MSNBC, none on KCV7, none on KLMN. There's nothing. Not even BBC. There's nothing. You're literally making false statements. But that's okay. We'll let chat decide your fate. Chat looks like chat already has made their decision. It looks like chat's already made their decision. See, this is what I do. I pull your argument up, and then I let chat decide if you get banned or not. You're not going to convince me, but maybe you might convince some people in chat, which, by the way, you failed because you lied. You started with a lie, and now you're getting banned because of a lie. Like, you can't try to state facts as reality and expect it to not just be, I don't know, checked. Trust but verify, guys. Trust but verify. Always trust but verify. Funny enough, you've got to be the most disliked person I've almost seen ever get voted off. There's one other person that had like was he going to reach above 90? Is it going to be above a 90? That's okay. That's okay. We still cooked them. It's cooked. Straight up cooked. I'm banning you because you're spreading misinformation, by the way, which is bad. That's how people get hurt. And I don't want anyone to get hurt. So, bye-bye. By the way, if you're new here, sub to the channel, hit like on the stream. We're here every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time, live. Doing the same thing every day. So please show up and hit the like button. Check out the hype system that YouTube has to hype up videos on YouTube. It helps spread the word and get more like-minded people down. And also, we've got a Discord. Join the Discord. We are here every single day.
Socialists in LA city government are stealing your money.
We just finished doing a tour of the site with the Bureau of Engineering and the Bureau of Contract Administration and our contractors to check out the installation of the 16 new modular homes that will include 64 interim housing beds. Northeast New Beginnings was only possible because my team and I worked to get a grant from the state, $16 million to build 64 new beds in Council District 1 of interim housing.
I'm sorry, what? $16 million for 64 beds?
$16 million to build 64 new beds.
I want people to prove me wrong. I don't want to be right about any of the shit that I talk about half the time, but the fact of the matter is that I am. And when I don't want to be right about it is because it's fucking scary. Look, if I pull somebody up and they've got a good counter argument, make sure it's fucking true. I want the truth, goddammit. I want to be the person that brings forward the truth. That's what I want. I don't want misinformation or straight up lies because you heard it from your sister's mother's grandma's maiden name twice removed. I want to know if it's fucking facts. That's what I want. I don't want to spread misinformation. I don't have to. I don't have to lie.
$250,000 per bed.
I've even admitted when I'm wrong on stream.
So let's forget the fact that the DEA reports that 90% of the homeless population...
Yo, W200 joules for the sunshine!
Especially in Los Angeles, there's a lot of it. How many people are using illicit drugs in the homeless community? I would say
20%, 30%
of the overall problem?
Yeah.
Over 90%.
And let's pretend for a second that these people just had some medical bills come in all at once that made them lose their job and that they're a single mom and they just need to float 3 to 6 months of paychecks to get back on their feet, 3 to 6 months of the median income, like $15,000 to $25,000. We're spending $250,000 per bed. You could just give them that money and they'd be set for 5 years. What the hell are we doing? These crazy socialists on the city council are legitimately just stealing our tax dollars.
I couldn't imagine doing that, bro. How are you even able to use the bathroom? Bro, like there's no way.
And
a pound of cheese?
And they
Dude.
rub it in your face too.
Yep.
Fucking
yes. Nice painting. And obviously we're gonna get rid of the graffiti and replace it with the nice paint jobs.
Yeah.
Make sure it's welcoming for everybody.
Meanwhile, fire victims in the Palisades are
I haven't pulled up Fox for the day yet. We're probably going to start doing it after this video.
getting their burned out lots vandalized
some
by
kind of
commie
diaper
street animals. All
Eat the rich.
of your neighborhoods are riddled with tagging and garbage. No help for you, but we're going to spend $16 million
this guy.
for homeless people to not have to
She's
endure
so
the
fucking
hardship
fat, yeah.
of seeing a bit of graffiti outside their $250,000.
I would say that's poor life decision. If you sit down and eat a whole fucking pound, dude, that's
64 people. There are 64,000.
Girls making just as much poor life decisions as working 3 jobs and not being able to afford to go to the doctor.
How much money is that?
This psycho-socialist is bragging about spending $16 million of your money to cater to 0.01% of the homeless problem.
$16 million.
You think these socialists have any interest in solving this?
Fuck no. No, fuck no.
Who's betting?
No, you know what they're doing instead? They're bringing out tables and putting them on Skid Row and handing out fistfuls of cigarettes and alcohol and pay cards and cell phones to get signatures from homeless people. They are where the system wants them to be. Always remember that.
Are they drug testing? Are these just going to turn into $250,000 air-conditioned fentanyl tents? Why not just give them the money? I'll tell you why. Because these corrupt DSA politicians can't steal
my
it.
God.
They just give it as direct aid, just like the fire aid
Dude,
scam.
he just
They'll
keeps
never
going.
give an individual direct financial assistance. It always has to be laundered through one of Austin Miller's or Nikki Raman's NPOs, so their friends can do God knows what with it.
Man.
It goes to these companies that make these $250,000 units. It's all a scam. And
Oh
notice,
my God.
This isn't just Angelinos that are being robbed. She's using state grants.
My team and I worked to get a grant from the state.
So pay attention, folks. Socialists in Los Angeles are everybody's problem.
Yep.
Goblins like Eunice. Like goblins.
They have fucked up our country.
And then the clip goes to hungry hippos. Yes.
All your tax dollars, and they're coming for more.
Oh, I love
this is
it.
how socialism starts. Vague
This is
platitudes
great.
that feel nice and soften the language so the real problems never get addressed.
Well, the issue is that it's going to start with socialism, and then it's going to lead to communism. That's what's going to end up happening. And the moment you speak out, they're going to fucking do you in. It's going to be just like what they do in Iran whenever you've got opposing political views.
The velvet glove for the
They already doing that too. They already advocating for like killing people just by calling them Nazis to dehumanize them and kill them like what they did to Kirk. And the 700 attempts they tried to kill Trump. I mean, like, you can't run a country if you're advocating for the death of political candidates and they keep getting fucking killed. Like,
These are just people experiencing homelessness.
People experiencing homelessness.
Why do they always talk like this? Why can't they just talk like a normal person?
Because they're not normal.
Socialists always lie. Always. We need to end this failed experiment and put a stop to this fraudulent waste of our tax dollars. If you live anywhere in California, you need to support my campaign for mayor of Los Angeles.
you know what's really fucking funny to me? This just kind of popped into my head. I remembered whenever we were dealing with Minneapolis, and I was saying that what we should do is just, if they're not going to send in the United States military to stop all the rioting, what you should do is just fence it off, and if they don't have a power plant, cut the power to it, completely alienate them to the American economy and everything. And then what you can do is, once you've done that, be done with it. Don't even think about it. Never happened. Don't even worry about it. Remove it from the flag. But then people were in the comments and they were like, oh, but most of the money in the country comes from the blue states. And I'm like, well, based on the map that I saw, there ain't a lot of blue states left. They look a lot of red now.
This theft
Dude.
a
lot of red states now, boy.
Go to mayorpratt.com and help me put an end to this scam.
$16 million.
Wow. Holy shit, dude. This guy is locked in. This is impressive. Oh my God. Yeah, he just let him know. There's one more of this, right?
I hope Pratt wins as well. I feel like he's going to, because a lot of people understand, because their houses have been burnt to the fucking ground, what he's going through, so he's relatable. That's the thing that kind of sets him as the standard. He's relatable and he's new, and he's offering to bring change to the table. I hope he wins. I do.
Yeah,
he deserves it.
This too. Okay, all right. Wish I could vote for him. Yeah, what a good video.
Karen Basura is a communist. Now, when I was 19, 20, I was living in an apartment on Skid Row, getting my political science degree at USC. That's as LA as it gets, dude. But do you know what Karen Basura was doing at that age? You guessed it, going to Cuba to support the communist revolution and Fidel Castro's oppressive regime. What?
Man.
Karen Basura.
That's
is a
crazy.
member of the communist.
What?
This front group, the Venceremos Brigade, an anti-American communist solidarity.
Wait, what? So you mean to tell me
was doing at that age? You guessed it, going to Cuba to support the communist revolution and Fidel Castro's oppressive regime? What?
Man.
Karen Basura is a card-carrying member.
Big fucking surprise. The people that are looking a little bit on the offside, that are doing the very weird things in our government, have ties back to big old baddie, communism itself. Don't you just love being colonized by commies? Don't you just love it, guys? This is crazy.
Of the communist.
You know what's funny is I could tell that the mayor of LA was anti-American. You know how I could tell? There's a lot of Americans and immigrants that are on Skid Row homeless.
The Venceremos Brigade, an anti-American communist solidarity organization.
That is fucking crazy to me.
worked for years to undermine the U.S. and prop up the communist revolution.
Why is she even here?
Why is she here?
Normal to you? Who in the heck spends their 20s supporting a violent communist dictatorship
Bitch is out
in
of
a
her
foreign
mind.
country? What were you doing at 19 years old? Some reports.
Bro, W. Pratt, bro. Holy shit. Bro, dropping the truth nuke. Holy.
Shown that Karen Basura's communist organization was actually involved in intelligence training ops on behalf of the Cuban regime. And some of the members actually bombed the U.S. Capitol in 1983. There's a legitimate possibility that Karen Basura is a literal communist spy, which actually might explain why such an experienced politician has been so effective.
3 generations, guys. 3-generation immigrant. That's what we gotta have to do. We gotta have to make it to where only 3rd-generation immigrants, not the mommy, not the first gen, not the child of the first gen, but the 3rd gen of living in America will be able to vote will be able to run for politics in America. That is fucking crazy. That is crazy.
America's greatest city in just a few short
3-generation
years.
immigrant.
You know
Oh my
what her
God.
experience is. Some of you may not remember, but she was actually the front runner to become Joe Biden's VP pick for 2020. But that went up in flames almost immediately once people dug up.
Oh yeah, happy Mother's Day. Oh, Darling's in the chat. Yay, everyone having a beautiful. Oh yeah, we all having fun up in here. It's been kind of busy today. Been a lot of comrades, I guess, in chat that decided to pop in and say hi. Bunch of commie motherfuckers in chat that we had to make fun of and skeet them out. Skeet, yeet, and delete.
Foreign sympathies in statements following Fidel Castro's death when she called it a great loss. She used to refer to Castro as Comandante en Jefe. And for those of you who don't habla español, that means commander.
Oh yeah, no, there's no way that these protests that are going on around the country even right now aren't astroturfed. Even whenever they locked up Don Lemon in that one protest, I don't even know what the hell they call it. It's been so long since we talked about it. The lady that pulled together all the protesters, she was getting paid to do that. Then they showed statistics on how they were getting paid in like places like Minneapolis that proved that it was a lot of paid protesting. Like, dude, these guys don't fucking care about America. They're getting paid to do this, and it's so obvious because when you ask any of them now, they say talk to the person speaking or the person that congregated everyone together. Like, they're so far gone now that nobody's even buying it.
About you, but the president.
Why is she even in America? Just deport her. Just send her to Cuba.
Of the United States
Yes,
is
send her to
always
Cuba.
my commander-in-chief.
Yeah.
But not Karen Basura. Her commander-in-chief is the communist dictator of Cuba. Right now, Cuba's in the news because the oppressed people who have suffered under the horrific communist regime are rising up to fight for freedom. You'll notice how much Latino immigrants and especially Cuban immigrants hate communism because they know
because they
firsthand
experience
how
it.
evil communism is. They have experienced the empty store shelves, the decrepit infrastructure, the choking censorship and surveillance, the secret police thugs, the death and destruction that Fidel Castro and other commie dictators ushered in.
No, do not do that. Do not go to a protest and ask them what there is a good chance they're going to they're gonna gang up on you. Do not go to any. If you see these protesters, do not walk up to them. They will probably attack you. Do not. They will almost there's a reason why legacy media is no longer covering the protests. There's a reason why you don't really see a whole lot of people recording in the protests anymore. I guarantee you they've gone to a total violence level now. So please do not, if you are the opposing view, do not walk up to them. They will probably attack you. They threw a rock at a lady that was recording last week even that went viral. Do not walk up to these people. They will probably end up hurting you or worst case scenario, killing you. Do not. And the police won't be around to help you either because they're not doing their fucking jobs because they're in cities that are not allowing them to do anything. Now, if it's in Texas, that's a little different, but still be very mindful and cautious.
Just
Oh shit! I need to
He's
see
just
that.
going,
W
bro.
$5. Hey, where'd it go? Oh, there it goes. W5. What's up, man? Man. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Something's broken. Something's broken. It's broken. What's up, man? A few days. Hope you having a great day. Wait, I gotta go to the bathroom right now. My girl wanted one of those Bluetooth bathroom speak. There's a bathroom speaker? Damn, that's what's up, man. Yeah, we always having fun, Clint. Always having fun, bro. Oh, yes, sir. Another beautiful, glorious day in America. Yes, sir. Yo, W, Clint. W, Dono. W.
Oh my God.
Mass death in just the last century than anything else in the history of the world. Over 100 million people have been killed by communist regimes in China, Cambodia, the Soviet Union, from forced famines, purges, gulags, communism.
I love that we were talking about communism prior to this because of Nick Shirley in that video where he went down to Cuba. And now we're seeing the violent, disgusting, fucking government that communism is. W. Pratt. This guy needs to be the mayor of California. 1,000%. Or the governor.
Is an evil, anti-human ideology dressed up as some idealistic form of equity and fairness, and yet somehow it always ends up with millions of people dying in forced labor camps or starving to death. Communism is just a religion of malcontents. Instead of worshiping a righteous God, they worship the state. And whatever the state says, goes. We don't learn enough about the evil scourge on our planet, and communism is genuinely evil. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It preys upon the malcontents of society to fuel the revolution, but America never fell victim to this.
The malcontents of society, and it's some stupid girl, some probably mentally ill girl with a massive nose ring. Yep.
Ideology. We didn't have enough malcontents to fuel the revolution in America.
You know what blows my mind that these idiots are advocating for communism? Do you see what's happening in Cuba? Like, do you see what's happening in Iran, what's happening in Russia? Do you understand what you're advocating for? Like, holy shit, it's crazy.
You had the ability
actually mind-blowing.
Way into the American dream. You could buy a home, have your own slice of American soil.
Like, they cry and bitch and complain about women's rights. You realize that in a communist country, you have practically almost no rights as a woman. Like, North Korea is setting a reasonable example, but other than that, like, come on, guys.
Raise a family, speak freely, worship freely. But now, as that gets more and more out of reach for young Americans, and especially young Californians and Angelinos, there's a growing population of malcontents, angry, jaded, cynical, and that is exactly the fertilizer that communists like Karen Basura use to seed the revolution. Notice how the riots are increasing, burning cars, smashing businesses, looting, stopping the freeway, attacking police officers. You all can see communism starting to take root.
California's getting red now. It's starting to turn red like all the other states. There's a lot of states in America that are like blood red now, dude. It's not even funny. Because like America is waking up. It is. It's waking up.
Because lifelong communists like Karen Basura have made life harder and harder here, and that is on purpose. Well, guess what, Karen? This ain't your Cuban commie kibbutz you're running.
Yeah, people have had enough of being actually oppressed by people that want to use slavery as a means to disenfranchise you, or you're like, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna appeal to somebody like me whenever you're trying to disenfranchise white people and white Americans by pushing DEI programs into jobs and the government paying them because they hire diversely. Who the fuck do you think that hurts? It hurts white Americans. It hurts white American men, to be more specific. But why the fuck would I vote for that? Like, that's stupid.
Los Angeles. This is America. I still believe in the American dream, and I'm not
try to
turn LA into your tribute to your Comandante en Jefe, Fidel Castro. Our Latino brothers and sisters have seen the evils of communism, and they are done with it. So let me help you out, Karen. I'll take your job, and you can go retire in Havana. We are going to restore the dream that Los Angeles used to be. Go to mayorpratt.com and donate.
This is a damn good campaign video. This is damn good. I hope that he gets it, dude.
Support my campaign.
Holy.
Unlike the communists like Karen.
It don't look too good whenever you've got somebody in your state that's advocating for communists in our past, or like, dude, it is just crazy.
Oh my God. I will make it my life's mission to
Spencer
earn your support
killing it, bro.
as mayor of Los Angeles.
Holy shit, man.
That was amazing.
They shouldn't have let his house burn down. All this could have been avoided.
That's right.
You just didn't, like, I don't know why they let that happen. That's a mistake.
That was amazing, bro. Like, I hope he gets it. He deserves it. Holy shit. All right, boys, y'all know what time it is. We gotta save this for tomorrow. What else we save it for tomorrow? We're gonna save, maybe we'll save that for tomorrow. I'm not sure about that one. Here we go. So UK and France sends warships to the Middle East.
Mentioned Britain and France have sent warships to the Middle East as part of a possible mission to try to secure the Strait of Hormuz. All this is America's historic military buildup in the region.
Bro, they sending over a couple ships. Look at all that shit over there, man. We over there playing Battleship with 3 different boards. Holy shit.
Remains in place. Let's bring in retired U.S. Navy Captain Bob Wells. Captain Wells, I think a lot of people thought that...
Turn that bitch into a parking lot, boys.
Iran would have thrown in the towel by now, that, you know, after they had their leadership decapitated and so much of their infrastructure, their navy destroyed, that they would have simply thrown up their hands and said, okay, we'll do whatever you want. Why hasn't that happened, do you think?
Because, thanks again for having me on, John, because they're a revolutionary regime, and I don't buy the fact that there's a divided government. I think they do have an IRGC government. I really think it's time. It's very compelling also to think about those 1,500 ships and the 20,000 sailors and seafarers in the Gulf. They've endured 60 days right now. It's really time to set them free. I really would advocate very
There is nothing that I'm going to say that's going to convince you.
Someone I know who doesn't believe we went to the moon. So I said...
There's nothing, anyone in here is going to say that's going to convince you. You know why? Because you didn't come here to learn information. You came here to try and make people see what you want them to see instead of the truth.
Evidence would convince you. He said images of the landing site of the Apollo missions. So I said, okay, here's a website where we sent an orbiter to the moon so that it was close enough, because ground-based telescopes, they don't have the resolution to see the landing sites. But if you get close enough to the moon, you can. It photographed the entire surface of the moon, and there were the landing sites, and you saw the rover tracks, the base for the lunar module. That night, he went home and found it. Then he came back and says, NASA could have faked that. Well, I'm done with you. We have no more to talk about, because he's not ready to be convinced.
If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail.
Do you understand that with everything that I've covered this morning, you're not here to be convinced. You're here to be a problem. You're not here to convince it. You're not here to talk about anything. You're just trying to push your narrative. That's all you're trying to do. You don't care about anyone else's opinions. You're just trying to push the baby birded information that you have gotten from other people around you. And then you bully them into doing what you want. So we're gonna do something to you that will show what it's like to be held accountable for what you're saying. It's crazy that you're so fucking brain dead that you don't even realize that in order for the secret police to exist, they can't know about them, dumbass. Like, you're so ideologically captured. I don't even want to sit here and go through this bullshit for the 9,000th time during a stream. You guys all come in here with the same fucking dumbass opinion. I show you facts and statements, and it's always the same outcome with you people. I just don't have it anymore, guys. I'm just going to let chat decide what happens to you. I have been doing this for a hot minute, and y'all all have the same brain-dead, baby-birded information that you have. You are like the 100th person that I've pulled up that has the same stupid fucking talking points. You guys can't even come up with anything new once the information comes out that what you're saying is so stupid and just incoherent that it just makes no sense. That's why y'all are still down there protesting Palestine and Israel. Palestine and Israel's been over for a fucking year, and y'all still down there protesting it. What's the matter? Y'all's informants have no longer been contacting you? The paychecks still just keep getting cashed? Like, what's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same shit. I'm not crashing out. Trust me, this isn't me crashing out. You want to see proof? Go watch the 2,000 videos of stream clips that I've cut out over the past year and a half. It's not my responsibility to make sure that you stay informed, but it is my responsibility to make sure that everybody else in here has a very nice experience in the chat. That's my responsibility. It's your responsibility whenever you bring up a fucking argument to at least say shit that's coherent. Oh, the secret police, question mark? Like ICE? No, dumb fuck. How can they be a secret? How can ICE be the secret police if everyone fucking knows about it? Nope.
Strongly.
We're moving on.
We need to start Project Freedom again.
You are so, like, the hypocrisy in what these dumbasses say is mind-blowingly breathtaking. I wish I could come up with some of the stupid shit these idiots talk about. I wish I had that capacity. Holy fuck.
We have the capability, as you showed, with the tremendous force posture the United States has. Not only
they don't even know what the fuck Gestapo is. Like,
but also for our destroyers.
They even had people from the Holocaust saying that the people that are calling ICE Gestapo are fucking stupid. They had actual survivors of the Holocaust saying they're not the fucking Holocaust. Stop talking about shit. You have no idea what you're talking about. How about that? Maybe do that.
In the Strait of Hormuz that have transited into the Persian Gulf. So I do think the American Dome communicating to the seafarers, building confidence that they can count on the United States to protect them.
I love America. America's amazing, dude. God bless America. America. Fuck yeah. By the way, whenever the IRGC unconditionally surrender and we get what I think should happen in this war, I'm gonna play the America Fuck Yeah song on the opening of the stream. So you guys will know once we win this shit in the way that I want, y'all will know.
Passage lane through the Omani waters. The Iranians are not going to negotiate, in my view. I think they're just stalling for time.
General Jack Keane, who's well known to our Fox viewers, says very much the same. He thinks it's time to maybe end the ceasefire and resume some strikes on Iran. Listen.
We went to a ceasefire about a month ago.
Who are we looking at? Who's on the chopping block? Hold on. Wait, stop it. Sertra. Where's that at? Oh. For the country calling it Merc. Oh, no, I don't think that deserves, the IRGC is the, oh wait, that's the wrong guy. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to pull you up. Yeah, I think, actually, you know what? That's a good example. The IRGC is a lot like the Gestapo. Yeah, no, that's pretty damn spot on, honestly. I saw it and now it's gone. Oh, there it is. I think this person's just being done. Yes, do me next. The truth hurts. I'm here because as I scroll this propaganda pushing channel, okay, so what's your counter argument to anything? So what's your counter argument for anything that we talked about? Don't tell me you're just gonna roach out now that you even asked to be pulled up. Yo, whoever said that, I think it was Magic Man had said it. Yeah, Magic Man. You push a government that lies like it's the truth. Do you have any proof of that? Trump's a puppet. Trump works for the Israel. So you have proof of this, yes? You have actual proof. Where is your proof? Because just calling people names and making accusations is this thing called defamation. And your ass is going to get sued if you keep doing this. That people won't mind, by people that won't mind because they're filthy fucking rich. Do you have any proof of this? Because if all you're doing is sitting here calling people names, Trump's a puppet, we're just going to put this guy on, we're going to put this guy on blast. It's the same shit. It's just another person pushing the same shit. That's all it is. That's all it really ever is. It's just another idiot pushing the same dog shit. Every time I pull them up, name calling, I'm calling everyone names. Do you have any proof at all? Where is your proof? Do you have any cited resources? Is there anything going on in your brain whatsoever? Does anything... Oh, wait, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? I didn't want to do that. Uh-oh, I fucked up. Like, is that it? Like, no sites, no cited sources, nothing? Wow, that's really cool. Just because you say something is wrong doesn't make it right, dumbass. You have to have a counter argument to make it wrong. I don't know, present some facts? Anything? It's the Disturbing Illusion channel. That's it? Man, that's crazy. Oh, now you're advocating for other people. What an idiot. Looks like you're cooked, my guy. Enjoy whatever it is that you're doing on someone else's channel. Because now you're permit, dumbass. Bunch of enemy. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it at all. It's so stupid.
From the Iranians' perspective, that's what they wanted to achieve. Stop the war. And we were supposed to get a negotiated deal in a couple of weeks. It didn't happen. They have purposely dragging this out. It's now been a month.
I see why y'all are saying fatal alcohol syndrome now. I get it. Oh, yeah, no, that's a perma. Bye. He's just sitting there spamming the same thing. You're just going to immediately catch a perma.
On its heels,
just a heads up.
Significantly and susceptible.
Chatter that brought that up. It was
pressure.
Oh fuck!
So
it
in
was.
my
I'm gonna say the name because I
see reality for what it is.
What do you think of that suggestion, Captain Wells?
I agree. We need to see reality for what it is. We have.
It was Dylan McCoy.
That really has the leverage.
And it was somebody else too. It was somebody else.
We also have IRGC capability. Not only.
Yeah, it's because it's Saturday. It's Sunday. Sunday I get the most viewership, so it's kind of the day where we can sit back and watch a bunch of idiots kind of clamor over each other to try and, I don't know, do something. I mean, they're trying. You can tell it's a good day in America whenever you wake up and the smog is extra thick, because that's the stupidity trying to cook in their brains. But instead, what they're doing is polluting the atmosphere. And you got to tell them, just stop thinking, bro. You're killing everybody. You're killing the planet when you think. Please stop. Stop thinking. There are cows that give less shit out of their ass and methane than what's coming out of your ears right now. Just stop. Stop it. You hurt yourself, damn it. You're hurting everybody else. Stop hurting yourself.
Targeting all the international vessels there.
Woo!
I also think
they are out and about today. They are out today. How's it going, Luke?
The Strait of Hormuz. They recently
How's it going, Luke? Luke.
Decision, an agency established to control the Strait of Hormuz. This is an international.
Oh no! Everybody's in the other chitter chatter. So people move from the big stream to the little stream because that's where all the fun's happening.
Continue, as General Keane had mentioned, to change and apply the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, seriously, you ain't got to call people names, man. Whenever I pull you up, I don't call you no names. I don't call you no names. Why you got to call people names? That's just mean.
And keep it on the American side. Communicate with all the seafarers.
By the way, if y'all new here, please sub to the channel, hit like on the stream. I'm here every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Every single day. All 7. So please sub to the channel. And try to hype up the videos, guys. Y'all have been killing it with those hypes, by the way. W hypers. YouTube needs to talk more about the hyping system and how it works. But please hype up videos. Y'all, and to y'all that have been hyping, I have seen a difference. I have absolutely 100% seen a difference. Y'all are destroying it. Hyping videos gets the videos to get more views, which brings more like-minded people in. Check out the Discord. We do have a Discord. There's people chitter-chatting down there constantly. Leave comments on videos and shorts. I try to upload at least, during Monday through Friday, I'll upload at least 5 of the videos that I clip out of the stream, and 4 videos and 4 shorts. So if you could find those and leave comments and like them, I do that. On the weekends, I upload 2 videos and 2 shorts because I clip it throughout the week so that way I can have a little bit of a break after I get in with stream. I do all the editing. Check out the channel membership. We have a channel membership. I do all the emotes myself. This is all me, guys. Everything that's going on behind the scene is me.
Project Freedom.
So, W chat, by the way, W channel members, W donos, y'all are awesome.
Kuwait,
W commenters.
That we're going to start this again, and let's clear the Persian Gulf and let these seafarers go home. Set them free.
But you say that the Omani side of the Strait of Hormuz is clear. Clear of mines, I presume, is what you mean. Can't we just direct all those ships through that side of that?
Yeah, W haters, man. Y'all the reason why my stuff keeps going even higher. I get to make fun of you and then get more views. And then also when you leave comments and you engage with the content by leaving comments or likes or dislikes.
Narrow choke point.
It helps.
We can. As I understand it, it's maybe 1,000 yards wide. In terms of transit passage, you protect either through escort or through overhead with the Apache helicopters, the A-10s, watching the IRGC response. One of the more important things to realize since this Project Freedom was established is that we know we've got better targeting now since the ceasefire. Where are all the IRGC skiffs, the small boats coming from? Our main concern, though, are the drones.
I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as you just keep blowing them up. Just keep blowing them up.
Looking at the possible ballistic missile hits on Emirates like they did in Fujairah, and that's a concern with regard to defending the Arab states. We need to basically underscore that we're going to protect the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, that the Strait of Hormuz will not be closed. It is an international waterway, and John, as you stated,
There you go.
The Omani waters are clear. We've cleared them of any possible mines. We just need to communicate that. We have a more robust capability as well.
All right. Retired U.S. Navy Captain Bob Wells. Captain Wells, thank you.
Thank you, John.
Oh yeah, they come out and about in abundance on Sundays. And we're not even gonna be able to get through some videos on Fox today, man. Let's try and do at least one or two more. He sends Royal. Oh God, they're sending the Royal Navy. What the fuck are we gonna do with that thing, dude? It's probably not even gonna make it. Issued bold warning to U.S. Navy. What are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do that hasn't been done 50 times already? How many ships did they sink in the fucking? How many ships did they sink in the Iran war so far?
So far, U.S. and Israeli.
Oh man, what's the matter? We didn't take your 60 other warnings seriously? How can you possibly have 60 ships, over 60 ships, under the fucking ocean as coral reefs now, and still talk shit to America? How? Holy shit, this is like delusion in a nutshell.
For an official response from Iran to its latest proposal as the regime threatens waging new warfare.
This as Secretary of State Marco.
Oh no! I'm shaking in my boots! Fuck out of here!
Rubio and Special Envoy Steve Witkoff meet with Qatar's Prime Minister.
Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yanks live in Tel Aviv with the very latest. Trey.
Yeah, hey guys, good morning.
Yeah, that's right. They're fast boats because they sink really fast.
Across the Middle East, another report of a cargo ship hit off the coast of Qatar this morning. We know an unidentified projectile hit the vessel 23 nautical miles northeast of Doha, that according to the UK Maritime Agency. The explosion caused a small...
Oh, so that they hit the Iranian, the IRGC struck a UK ship, and that's why they're sending out the Royal Navy. That thing's going to fall apart before it even gets there.
Fire that is now under control, according to reports. The incident highlights the latest in a series of events in the Persian Gulf and Strait of Hormuz that shows Iran is testing the fragile ceasefire.
From our perspective, a naval blockade is considered a military act. I
know exactly what you're talking about. Those are actually a way they use some kind of like wavelength or something like that, and they knock out the actual the drones. It's kind of crazy. It uses some kind of frequency and it like disables or it fries the internals. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I've seen a little bit of that. It looks crazy.
Let them understand this. From now on, they should assign several additional escorts to their destroyers so that if one of them starts sinking, they can at least rescue and evacuate their naval forces.
While the region waits to see how Iran will respond to the latest U.S. proposal to end the war, President Trump shared a series of
it's like a microwave. It's the craziest thing.
Iran's navy at the bottom of the sea. President Trump was asked over the weekend about the expected Iranian response, saying this.
Do you think they're slow rolling it? Do you think they're intentionally slow rolling the process?
We'll find out soon enough.
This morning, reports were also received of Iranian drones over both the UAE and Kuwait, an indication the Iranians are still continuing their attacks in the Gulf. Guys?
Blow them up! That was even a question. Blow shit up. Get them the fuck out of here. Yeet and delete.
Be sure
I mean, we pretty much played God with their entire damn Air Force. Why the hell aren't we doing it? Yeet and delete. Responds to U.S. peace proposal. Well, here we go. Let's see what the terrorists agree to, so that way they can turn back on it the minute that Trump is no longer in power. Let's see.
Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yanks. He is live in Tel Aviv with the latest. Trey, tell us what is happening in this high-stakes negotiation and appeal to Iran.
Yeah, guys, good morning. Reports indicate that Iran has responded to the U.S. peace proposal to end the war, giving their response to Pakistani mediators. Now, initial reports in Iranian state media indicate their response focuses on ending the war and ensuring security in the Strait of Hormuz. There is no mention of Iran's nuclear program, a key agenda item for the Trump administration. Now, this comes as we're also tracking reports of a cargo ship that was targeted off the coast of Qatar earlier today. We understand an unknown projectile hit the vessel that was 23 nautical miles northeast of Doha. That, according to the UK Maritime Agency, the explosion caused a small fire.
Oh, God. Ugh. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh, Lord have mercy. Free speech. So you're anti-free speech. So you're anti-fire. Oh, God. They won't agree to peace because they're winning. Oh, jeepers. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, God. Ugh. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, man. Disgusting. What? Yeah, you act like you're the only person that's ever gotten into my comments and said that. I hate to break it to you, but you're not. There's no factual proof that says that Iran is winning anything other than the next lottery on which one of their new toys is gonna get blown the fuck up. I mean, shit. Yeah, pretty much. Like, Iran is pretty much a big parking lot. I mean, if they're winning a damn thing, then why don't they have any of their ships? Like, what happened to their navy? I mean, like, what, bro? Like, you're not saying anything. I voted to ban me also. Thank God. Oh, Lord, man. You're not gonna reason with somebody like this, man. They're not here to be be reasoned with at all. They're just dumb. They're just dumb. As soon as you come to terms with that, you'll understand.
That is now under control, according to reports. The incident, though, highlighting the latest in a series of events in the Persian Gulf and Strait of Hormuz.
They ain't enough Tylenol in the free fucking world to deal with that fucking dumbass.
Iran is testing the fragile ceasefire.
They just trying to rage bait and keep the stream up. Like, that's all they do.
From our perspective, a naval blockade is considered a military act. And a military act receives a military response.
Oh, man.
Let them understand this. From now on, they should assign several additional escorts to their destroyers so that if one of them starts sinking, they can at least rescue and evacuate their naval forces.
With the region waiting to see the details of this Iranian response, President Trump shared...
Wait,
what? If one of them starts sinking, they can at least military response. Let them understand this. From now on, they should assign several additional escorts to their destroyers so that if one of them starts sinking, they can at least rescue and evacuate their naval forces.
What the fuck? We've been over there for like 3 months, guys. We've been over there for almost 3 months. It like been like 2. It feels like it's been an eternity. What? Is that all they have is words and AI videos? Like straight up. Oh, we're gonna warn you. Well, okay, that's cool. I mean, you haven't been able to take out a single fucking thing since we've been over there. Like, holy shit, like, is this real? This has to be a meme war, dude. There's no way.
With the region
this has to be fake.
The details of this Iranian response, President Trump shared a series of AI images overnight depicting Iran's Navy.
Oh. Oh.
At the bottom of the sea, President Trump was asked over the weekend about the expected Iranian response, saying this.
You know what they should do? Hold on. You know what they should do? They should like use a scene from the original Pirates of the Caribbean where like the seamen are like dead and they're like crawling up the chain.
kind of low key, that'd be kind of based. Like, that'd be kind of based. I mean, let's be honest here.
Do you think they're slow rolling it? Do you think they're intentionally slow rolling the process?
We'll find out soon enough.
This hour, we're also tracking developments of Iranian drones over both the UAE and Kuwait, an indication Iran is continuing its attacks against Gulf countries. Guys?
They don't have shit anymore, bro. Like, Iran is just cooked.
Response coming. Do we know who is sending this? Is this coming from Khamenei or Parliament? Who's sending this message? What can you tell us about what's happening inside Iran?
What's interesting is late last...
Nobody knows.
Because they turned the internet off.
Last week, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian indicated for the first time publicly that he had met directly for more than 2 hours.
Iran is threatening America to use force, and that America is going to need more Navy support for their other vessels that are currently blowing up their toys like they're fucking arrows being shot at a ship.
With Iran's
but other than that, not much. And it's been kind of a busy day with the negative commenters we've had. A lot of the commie supporters and crazy people, you know, that haven't taken their pills. Other than that,
there was
it's
also
been
an
great.
Interesting post from state media this morning, and I want to pull it up for you. It's from a top reporter inside of Iran.
Have no clue what the fuck and has no supplies.
Iran saying Lieutenant General Abdullahi, in a meeting with His Eminence Ayatollah Sayyid Mojtaba Khamenei, presented a report on the preparedness of Iran's armed forces, encompassing the army, the IRGC, law enforcement, security.
If America fired laser-guided missiles at a school, it would probably be because they put a bunch of military equipment in the school like they did to their hospitals, and then they ripped the children away from their families at the age of 12 and forced them to be the meat shields in their IRGC units. And not to mention, they still don't even know where that missile came from. There's even talk that it came from Iranian officials itself. They don't even know where it came from. Let me tell you something. You don't try to play ball game with people that are going to strap bombs to kids and let them shoe shine an American soldier's shoe to blow them up. You know what happens when you do that? You lose as a nation.
And border guard forces, the Ministry of Defense, and the heroic
Which, by the way, if you're wondering, using and putting military equipment into schools and hospitals is a fucking war crime, a major war crime. Just so you're aware.
This is an indication that the Iranians are trying to signal that if this response to the mediators in Pakistan and ultimately the Trump administration is not sufficient, that they are prepared if this leads to a resumption of the bombing campaign.
Really? You know who did it?
You know who did it?
How many Tomahawks has Iran fired?
The U.S. military fired between 850 and 1,000 plus Tomahawk missiles in the first 4 weeks of conflict with Iran, according to reports. This high usage has raised concerns about weapon stockpiles.
It's not telling me. What kind of missile struck the school in Iran? Is believed to be have struck the Shaji Taliban elementary school in Iran on February 12th, resulting in over 160 deaths and dozens of children and teachers. The attack occurred on the first day of U.S.-led operations with... Oh well.
Maybe you shouldn't put it next to a base. How about that? I think you haven't realized yet, dummy. You're in the wrong chat. If America has to nuke Iran to make the IRGC submit, the Iranians have already come forward and said that they're willing to do that. I don't think you understand what kind of chat you're in, guy.
I don't think you understand. I'm not even going to give you the time of day to like, I don't care. Nuke Iran. That's what happens when you scream death to America for 47 years and you genocide 45,000 people to maintain political power over your country, and you want to make nukes and use the Strait of Hormuz to terrorize the rest of the world. Go fuck yourself. Enjoy having the sun cracked over your civilization. What do you think is going to happen? If the IRGC won't submit and the Iranians won't rise up against the IRGC, innocent people are going to die. You know why? Because they're already being genocided by their own fucking government. Don't talk to me about innocence. What about all the fucking, the 12-year-olds that the IRGC are ripping away from their parents and throwing towards the United States as meat shields? Your emotional manipulation bullshit doesn't work here. It doesn't work. Oh, but the one school! What about the fact that you are being forced, they're forcing 12-year-olds to fight against the U.S.? Yeah, and also, I love hearing an Iranian talk about, oh, the Epstein files, bitch, that's the marriage records in Iran. What you talking about, bruh? Get the fuck up out of here. Ain't no such thing as a fucking war crime. You know who makes a war crime? A pussy. Somebody that never had to fight for their fucking life in war. You know what a war crime is? It's a bunch of fucking useless bureaucrats that don't even fight in a war, that have never fought for their fucking lives, telling people that are fighting for their lives and dying and watching their family and friends die in a fucking war what they can and can't use to win a war. Go fuck yourself. Talk to me about no war crime. They're putting mines out into the Strait of Hormuz. They're using their own hospitals, their own schools to house weapons. They are ripping kids away from, like, I could keep going down the list of war crimes they're fucking doing. Should I keep going? They've been doing it for 47 years. And now that we stepping in, everyone's crying like a little bitch. Where were you whenever they were killing 45,000 people? Where were you? No one gave a fuck. You know why? Because this shit wasn't AstroTurf like it is now. Cry about it. We'll keep dropping bombs.
Which would also see an increase of attacks by Iranian forces. And so Iran is signaling that they are prepared to return to war.
And also, by the way, blocking up the Strait of Hormuz is international law as well. So don't talk to me about laws, bro. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know shit.
Is what was in this response presented to Pakistani mediators, and whether or not it is going to address the key issue that President Trump cares about, and that is ensuring that Iran never has a nuclear weapon.
Trey, let me ask you about the Israeli response. Obviously, because we're just getting information that it was sent to Pakistani mediators, they may not have all the information. What, if anything, can you tell us about what's coming from Bibi Netanyahu and his team?
Should be on this. They get more oil than anyone from Iran and Europe. Mines in the water is also against. Yeah, you're right. I don't think that's who I saw originally. The wall just got 10. I wish it would. That's where I'm at. I don't even know who the hell that was. It doesn't even matter. It looks like they roached out. I don't think, right? Are they still here? It needs to grow up. You know what I see? I see a jackass that's trying to push political propaganda for their fucking communist foreign country. That's what I see. Bet chat's gonna agree with me. Chad eating hearty today, boys. By the way, if you're new here, please sub to the channel, hit like on the stream. I'm here every single day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Huh? Oh, wait. Did I do the wrong fucking name? Oops. Did I do the wrong name, bro? Hold on. Sounds like... Oh, my bad. Did I do the wrong name? I think I did the wrong name. Hold on. Hold on, wait. Let's cancel that. No, we can't ban him! He's an available asset! We can't kick him! Where did it go? Fuck, I lost him. I think he roached out anyway. Loser... Is it this guy? Look at the little liberal loser. Man, you can tell this person doesn't have a whole lot going on clanking around in his head. Tomahawk, leave nothing behind. Peeps, they intentionally disappear. That is true. It was somebody up higher. It wasn't that guy. We're going to leave that guy alone. He didn't do nothing. Yo, W $2. W $2. No comment, though? That's okay. W $2 from America. Hold on. America first for, yo, W title. Hell yeah, W name. Yeah, leave Fernando alone. He didn't do nothing wrong. My bad, Fernando. My bad, bro. I didn't even click on it. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, casualty of war. I'm sorry, brother. Don't leave. Oh, W2 jewel, 10 jewels for the nuggie.
The Israelis are bracing for the reality that if these negotiated settlement attempts fail, the region could imminently return to war, which would include missile fire toward Israel. But we're also tracking other developments as it relates to Iranian proxies across the
W Fernando
region, like the Houthis, Hezbollah, and Hamas. And I spoke
It's a good thing you
today-
spoke up. I wouldn't have looked at it otherwise. I've learned from that mistake.
with a senior advisor to Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Michael Eisenberg, who said this about efforts to disarm
man, W
Hamas
chat,
inside
67 joules. W67, that's right.
Optimistic about President Trump and the Board of
Ooh,
Peace.
damn, we
I
got
think
some
they are
gifted
the
in the
first
chat. Hold on. How many gifted? Oh, send a high five. What is that? What's a high five? What does that do? I don't know what that does. 100 joules. W 100 joules. Let's go. Yeah, please like and sub to the channel. I'm here every day, guys. Every day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Sub to the channel. Hit like on the streams, please. W10 Joules by Magic Man.
Administration and the first institution that very clearly sees Hamas for who they are, and they very clearly assess.
Oh yeah, join the Discord too if you want to chat to it with a bunch of people after stream that are a lot like us, of a lot like-minded people. Join the Discord after stream, or during the stream. Just go to the channel page, click on the links in the channel description, and you'll be able to get all the different channels and shit that are all in there too. So
for what it is.
W
Hamas,
chitter
who they
chatters.
are, unrepentant, non-compliant terrorists who we gave a chance to bring along the rest of the world. in
How's it
the
going?
years. They also see that
Recovery.
Gaza, without a total remake, without getting rid
Oh,
of Hamas,
W
without getting
2
rid of the
Joules,
weapons,
W 2 more
is
Joules
never
from
gonna
America
provide
First, and
better life for the
Melissa.
people.
W 2 Joules, 2 more Joules from America First. W. Oh, another 2 Joules.
They believe in President Trump. They think he is clear-eyed when it comes to not
I'm
only the
going
threats from
to
inside
go to
Gaza,
this-
but
oh,
also
oh,
from Iran's
$5.
largest proxy Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, and of course from the Iranian regime itself.
Hold on. Got $5 dono. W $5. Oh wait. Oh, what happened? What was that? With your permission, I plan to start sharing on Discord instructions for skills and projects I believe would benefit America today. What the fuck does that mean? Look, man, I don't want no damn bomb-making materials up in my up in my Discord. But like, if you're talking about like maybe construction projects for like buildings or maybe like ideas, but let's keep the like no violent rhetoric or any kind of weird bomb-making stuff, okay? And that should be fine. Like, I kind of pop in every now and then and look at stuff. I don't just ban people. I usually give them a little warning first, but I don't really think I've had to be quite frank. But it should be okay. Just nothing crazy. Nothing that, like, makes me kind of, question what the hell's going on. W2 Joules, 36K Joules, 3,600 Joules W, sent headphones by a big Rob. 318 cent. Then we got another American First with 10 Joules. Damn, y'all blowing it up right now, bro. Hold on, wait a minute. Holy shit. 200 joules, W 200 joules, W another 200 joules. I used to see people use other people to spend money on stream using other spoof accounts. Dangerously close. W chat. Yeah, W chat, man. Sit clap. Oh, W clapping seal for 250 joules. Then we got another 10 joule to 250 joules from Two World and None. Two Worlds. I think it's supposed to be BT None? I'm just gonna call you Two Worlds. I like that name better. America First Forever, W another 10. Josh, you mean Private Software? Oh, Pirate Software. Pirate Software did do that. I don't have that kind of money to sit here and spend money on my own. That doesn't work on Twitch anyway. W another 2 joules from America First. Another 10 joules from America First. Damn, America First blowing it the hell up right now, dude. W America First. W chat. W donos. W everybody. Seriously, W Two World. Y'all are going crazy. Red Raven. W Red Raven. You know, you probably didn't have to dono to get that question answered, right? I probably would have just answered that question.
Guys,
you know,
it has been a couple days since I've been in Discord, though, so. Oh, fuck.
Straight to Chief Form
Benjamin Netanyahu.
And the first institution that
two more star jewels by America First Forever.
Assess the situation for what it is. Hamas really are unrepentant, non-compliant terrorists who we gave a chance to bring along the rest of the world and the mediators. They also see that Gaza, without a total remake, without getting rid of
How's it going, Sticks? I haven't seen you all morning.
Without
Hope everything's going good. Oh, there's also been 2 joules in the other one, T. Shipley. I'm sorry, T. Shipley, I didn't see that. My apologies, brother.
The bottom line here is that advisors to Israel's prime minister indicate
W chat, man. Chat's awesome.
They think he is clear-eyed when it comes to not only the threats from inside Gaza, but also from Iran's largest proxy, Hezbollah, in southern Lebanon, and of course from the Iranian regime itself. Guys?
You know, Trey, it's very clear that President Trump wants to get what he wants out of Iran, which is for them to
two more joules from America First Forever.
Wants to wrap this up. There are a lot of domestic concerns he must be thinking about. We've been talking earlier that the map definitely has moved more in their favor in terms of seats, but I think he would definitely like to see gas prices lower, something that the country would like as well. So, what is the indication?
Oh, damn! So you've been running like around like crazy trying to fix. So what's going on with YouTube? What's broken on YouTube? What else is broken on YouTube is what I should be asking.
The administration, I know. A couple weeks ago, you were on the phone with the president. I know you have a lot of sources.
It is the greatest country in the world. I'm a proud American, dude. Anybody that doesn't like America, move to whatever country you think is better. Get the fuck out. Get out.
How anxious are they to get this deal done? And how much does the upcoming trip to China...
Even Discord was broken yesterday. What the fuck?
To that.
What is going on?
It's a great question. I've talked to President Trump a number of times throughout
W6 joules.
And during a very challenging time for the region, and the president seems quite clear-eyed on what the objective is of Operation Epic Fury, and that is to ensure that Iran never has a nuclear weapon. Because when we think back to the negotiations that were...
That means they're probably about to update it here soon. Usually whenever it starts breaking down at the seams, shit hopefully gets fixed.
Happening before this operation began, the Iranians came to the negotiating table and they told U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff that they had enough highly enriched uranium to create 11 nuclear bombs.
Oh, damn.
And this was a signal to
America,
President Trump
if the
that
leftists
not only were
left.
the Iranians prepared to pursue a nuclear weapon.
I don't think the leftists leaving would really do anything. It's all the people that are here advocating for anti-American structures. When you've got a bunch of people that are advocating for anti-American beliefs and anti-American anything, and are advocating for the death of Western culture, that's where your problems start sinking in. That's the sad part, is like, whenever I was growing up, I was always a Republican. The thing is that the Republican, whenever I was growing up, I was always a Democrat. And it sucks to see that the Democratic Party is so splintered that it's not even, like, they don't even have an idea of what they want for the country. They just want to mass import their own population and go on that. And it's garbage. It's trash, man. It is. Oh, well, man. Fair enough. Well, you can't put Fetterman in that. We got to make that one thing. We got to make that clear. We can't put based Fetterman in that category. He can't be in that category.
Can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do it. I can't turn on Fetterman. He hasn't turned on America yet, so I can't do it. Oh, it's choke doors. It would be quieter, that's true.
But B, they had the capability to do so. And so the president has very much presented this to the world and especially the American people as a trade-off, understanding that there may be a challenging moment that could see a brief increase in energy prices, in the price of fuel. But ultimately, this would lead to Iran not having a nuclear weapon that wouldn't just threaten allies across the region like Israel, but also U.S. forces and allies in Europe, and in the future, possibly the United States, given Iran's efforts to increase the range of their...
That's a damn good way to say it, XX. Honestly, that's pretty based. That's pretty based.
ballistic missile program. And so the takeaway here is that the president is patient. And Israeli officials, I spoke with an intelligence official late last week who said that the president's patience is a card.
Done and pushed.
Well, the thing is that he was elected as a Democrat. So, like, he could step down or he could wait for the next election. But the thing is that even Fetterman has come forward and said he doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. So he's that one kid in the bunch that they're not talking to. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, every single Democrat that we have that's on the Republican side, even if they're quiet about it, is an extra vote for the Republicans, even if they're registered Democrats. You can't, like, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. You know what I'm saying?
That he has at the table with Iran because the Iranians thought that President Trump would back down. And ultimately, he entered into Project Freedom. He was able to block Iran's ports and put new pressure economically on the regime that is forcing the Iranians to respond to these efforts of peace by the Trump administration.
So what would a deal have?
I mean, you win some, you lose some. But whenever Trump was asking him during his State of the Union address, you know, stand up if you agree with America, if you're here for Americans. He stood up. There's something in him that still says that he's an American. And I don't mind Democrats. I mind the people that are advocating for mass illegal immigration and giving them benefits that should be going to Americans. We're being colonized. Like, I got a fucking huge problem with that. I got a massive problem with that. Why wouldn't I? That's what I got a problem with. I don't know what Fetterman does on a base level, but from everything that I've heard, he seems to be the only one that doesn't have his head up his ass.
To entail or include in order for this to be...
But hey, it's just an opinion. It's just an opinion. It's just an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard Fetterman was pretty cool. It's just an opinion. You know, it ain't no reason to sit here and go at each other's throats over it.
President Trump
is what it is.
To end this.
The president has indicated he does not want a partial deal. And so if the Iranian response...
That is true. I mean, it could be a ploy to, you know, manipulate everybody to think that he's a good guy. I mean, who knows?
They focused on ending the war and looking at the Strait of Hormuz and the traffic through this critical waterway. It's not going to be enough, according to President Trump. He wants to address the nuclear threat from the Iranian regime, and that means getting out the already enriched uranium, what the president refers to as nuclear dust that is buried deep underground in the Operation Midnight Hammer that occurred last summer. That enriched uranium is still there. Also ensuring that the facilities to enrich uranium are dismantled, and then ultimately getting that enriched uranium.
Well, yeah, I mean, that they had to come up with an excuse whenever they realized that Obama was, you know, what was like second in immigration policies to Trump. They had like Obama gave oh man, what's his name? The border czar, is it Holland? I don't remember his damn name. A medal for being the border czar. Like, that's pretty badass.
Uranium out of Iran and pledging that the Iranians will never resume a military nuclear program. And these are key agenda items for the Trump administration and its top negotiators, Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff. We do know over the weekend that Secretary of State Rubio, along with Special Envoy Witkoff, met with the Qatari Prime Minister in Miami. They are working with regional partners to ensure that there is a full court press.
I don't understand how some of them girls go out there and get all that shit on their face, dude. Whenever I was growing up, I was always told never to get a tattoo on your face, never get a tattoo where it could be seen by, like, at a job. Don't get shit all up in your face because you have to take it out anyway. We need to go back to that morality, dude. This is crazy. Hey, nothing worse than when you getting served at a store and you got this person with shit all over their face every time they talk. They hear that clacking of the metal, and it's like, dude, what the fuck?
On the Iranian regime, understanding that Iran has two options here, according to President Trump. Either they sign on the dotted line or the war is going to resume.
All right, Trey Yinks,
Awesome.
great
Thanks,
update.
Trey.
Thank you so much for that.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, boys, that is gonna probably be it for me. I am well past my time. What is that? HR? Anyone remember H. Ross? Pirot? I don't know who that is. H. Ross Pirot. H. Ross Pirot. I swear to God, the autocorrect is the enemy of the people. When we're done dealing with the Democrats, we got to talk about this fucking autocorrect. It's so bad that it's even correcting what I'm saying and giving me different search results. Political interest. He was the former chief executive officer, electronics data system. What's specific about him? That's oddly specific. A computer company founded by Steve Jobs after he left Apple. Perot now. Oh, he's in jail. Hey, man, that's what you get. Fuck around and find out. Maybe don't break the law. He's Perot now. That's what's going on. I was like, what's going on with this name? All right, boys. We are rolling out for the day. I will be back on bright and early. If you're new here, please sub to the channel. Hit like on the stream. I'm here every day. Go hype the videos. You can hype up to 3 times a week. Make sure y'all hype the videos. Please. It helps out with the viewership. Gets more like-minded people in the chat and in the streams and in the content every day. I'm seeing more and more people pop in. And it's all thanks to you guys, by the way. I wouldn't be here. Well, I mean, I probably still would be. I'd still be streaming to, like, no viewers if you guys didn't pop up out of nowhere. I would probably still be sitting here. But you know, you're keeping me here, if that makes any sense. So, W chat. Oh, got a $2 dono. Hold on. Wait. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, that was bad. Everything disappeared on the other monitor. Faust did everything ethical way except a pardon. Damn. Yo, W America First, man. America First been blowing it the fuck up, bro. Y'all are crazy, by the way. Stay safe out there, guys. Stay friendly. W chat. Join the Discord. Hype up the videos. Y'all have been completely destroying it. Thank all of y'all so much. Another beautiful day as an American. As always, make sure y'all stay safe out there. Stay away from these crazy people, man. They get in your brain and they make you do shit you don't want to do. I'll be back on tomorrow bright and early. You know how it goes. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change their whole day or their whole life. You never know. And I will see you beautiful people and you awesome chatters tomorrow. Peace, boys. Stay safe. Have a great rest of y'all's day and happy Mother's Day to any of you mothers out there, by the way. Make sure y'all go out and get something for y'all's moms if you have them. And if your mom's a lot like mine, then fuck them. The hell with them. Peace, boys and ladies. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got